5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You're old, groaning like a geezer.
Yo, welcome everybody. We are back after a 2-week vacation. Of course, one of those days, neither David and I could make it, so we had to cancel the show. But then I went to San Diego, so again, couldn't host the show. So it's been 2 weeks, 2 weeks. And it's been a long journey, sort of like the Odyssey, which we will be drawing today in episode 170 of this Graybeard'S studio. Welcome one, welcome all, and let's bring in the crew. I have many tales to tell, but let's bring in the crew and start there. Please welcome our good friend David Williams.
What's up,
David?
Hey, chat, did you miss us?
I can hear him just screaming. Yes, yes. We're so glad you guys are back. They're giving us a standing O. See? All right.
Look at what Repairman Jack said.
Oh, there's where is it?
He said,
Whatever.
Night Wolf.
Not really.
Not really.
Oh, if I missed David and Gary. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Where's Shelly?
Let's bring in a guy who's still waiting for his first standing ovation. It's Gary Martin. Hello, Gary.
And you better have my money. Oh,
See, I told y'all.
I had to do something in the 2 weeks, to fill in the Wednesdays.
Okay. Got to keep them. His what do you call it, David?
That's right.
Bitches.
Aaron, changing the subject. When I was driving the other day, I realized that I am the perfect human being.
Wow. Okay.
And here's the proof. Anyone driving slower than me is an idiot, and anyone driving faster is a maniac.
So that just means you're not an idiot or a maniac. Doesn't mean you're perfect.
Means I am the standard.
All right. Okay. Well, let's bring in a guy who's far from perfect, but he'll still pat himself on the back for it. It's Dan Lawless. Hello, Dan.
I'm okay. I'm okay.
Mental disability kicking in there. He's kind of.
Yeah.
So what have you been doing for the last 2 weeks, Dan?
I don't know. I watched some TV and I had a couple bags of chips. I don't know. It's pretty exciting. I got a discount on some grapes at the store.
Oh, wait! You ate them at the store?
I just got a discount the price. So.
I think that's called shoplifting, when you eat food in the store without paying for it.
Where'd you get? I said a discount on the price. Well, you think I got a 5-finger discount? Is that what you're saying? I got the 5-finger discount.
Wait a minute. You ate grapes, so the bundle of grapes would be less weight, so you wouldn't have to pay as much for them.
When I
never
was
thought
a
about
kid,
that.
Hold on a second. When I was a kid, I went grocery shopping with my mom, and she was doing that. She took a handful of grapes, and she's walking along, and security
went
up to her. I was appalled that my mother was a shoplifter, but according to the security, that's not allowed, and they were trying to crack down on it.
Well, what did they do? Do they like? How do
They
they
just gave her a stern warning.
Stern warning. Quit
Yep.
eating the
People
food.
do that. I've seen people do that. What's the big deal?
I
don't
know.
do it, but
Apparently, it's, they frown upon it.
Gary
I guess you don't
pointed at
want
his
people
mom and
touching.
said, "You stealing? Ooh!"
That's exactly how I said it.
Ratted your mama out.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm the one that turned her in, but
Yeah.
yeah.
it's probably not good form or good manners in a way, but I don't know. It's not like a world that's going to come to an end.
What if you're just like you're super hungry and you eat this banana, but you take the peel and put it in your basket, and then when you go up to the thing and have them like scan the little sticker on the banana, that would be all right, right?
Yeah, this garbage is proof that
I saw a video the other day of in New York, some bakery or something, and the people just come in and just take it and walk out.
help themselves.
They don't even. And the guys start just filming it because they just walk in like they're shopping and just walk out the door and there's nothing they can do about it.
Well, it's because they don't enforce crime in the.
They don't enforce it, so
Soviet Union and.
They could just, it's a strange. I never seen anything like it. Like I can't believe it. It's bizarre.
My mom would take me to thrift stores with her, which I hated, but I saw her switching like, tags and stuff like that to get a cheaper price on something. And as soon as I saw that, I was like, never again. I could not go with her nowhere. I was like,
Your mother, the Rastafarian.
Yeah,
she's doing. All right, let's. It's been a long time, so let's see who's actually in the chat here, and let's get this show rolling. I'm full of energy, man. I'm ready to rock and roll, but we'll get into that in a little bit. Coram is here. Maromi, John without an H. See, I labeled John without an H, and now he's adopted that name officially. You're welcome, John. Pastmaster Dan is here. Creative Faye.
Well, it's like Animal House. You get named. You don't choose your name.
That's right. But then you accept it and move on. It's like Lopez. I'm just, I didn't do that, but I accept it. Creative Faye says it's good to see the old gang back together. I missed you guys. Oh, and happy early birthday to Dan Lawless. Dan, is it your birthday or close to your birthday?
Yeah, Sunday. I'm turning 61.
Oh my goodness.
61.
Wow. Dude, you look way younger than me for a guy who's only a year younger than me. Oh, good for you.
Dan says,
No. Well, it's clean living. And
yeah, is that what it is? Okay. I just ate a.
That's an indictment against you, Aaron.
I don't drink. I don't smoke.
Well, I don't drink and smoke either. I have a beer at San Diego.
Really? Well, how come you're so old looking then?
Stress.
It's all cursing that
I eat a lot of this stuff too. Do you think that's bad for me?
Jerky?
Yeah, and
not
these are like
I don't really know.
Beef sticks.
Craft jerky beef sticks are supposed to be like better than the average, but I don't know. Rand Arrington is here. Let's see. There's me. Night Elf DK. He said, I thought these old farts were dead. If we were dead, could I do this? I don't think I could. So we are alive and well.
And Gom Wolf is onto something. I'm in Michigan, so what it is I never get any sun. So that kind of kills your skin.
Never ages.
Yeah, you never get any sun. You don't get all wrinkly.
All right. So Stealth gave me some crap on Twitter, and when you fire first at me, you always get return fire.
Yeah, I saw it. He didn't say anything bad. What's your problem?
You don't know. You weren't there.
I saw it. I read it. Like, what's this?
Yeah, exactly.
What's this response to what he said? He was nice. He was fine with that.
He was nice.
I'm bringing it back up. What am I? I think
he's suggesting that I was going to be late again. Like this, it's like it's always my fault that we're late. I'm not taking that kind of heat from anyone.
Oh well, it isn't. It's not always your fault.
Well, it was definitely your fault this time.
Partially.
That look, I'm guessing that's the look you give your kids when they're misbehaving.
That's exactly it.
That
Randy
look was brutal.
Randy Howell says an Elliot Page episode. San Diego has changed you, Aaron.
All Stealth said was, "I wonder if the show will start on time." He didn't even say it. Didn't even normally start.
That was
just a
that was a
question.
shot. That was a shot.
But it's just, I wonder if he's just. I'm wondering if the show's going to start.
No,
that's perfectly fine.
That was a shot, and I returned fire.
You're way overreacting. It's not proportional. Not proportional.
Defending my honor. Eric Boyd Creations is here. Steel Rage, JP Roca, Golem Wolf. Who else we got here? Matt Muma is here. Matt, Matt's a good dude. He's always on my side, and I appreciate that.
No, he's
Pity
not.
Ma.
He's not on my side sometimes.
Well, but he's always on my side, and that's what counts. Pity Ma says, hey, all welcome back, Graybeard's in chat. It seemed like forever. See, Pity Ma missed us.
Oh, somebody missed us? Oh, good.
No,
Crater Faye missed us a little bit, I think.
A long time. It doesn't seem like just 2 weeks. It seemed like a long time.
It is. Welcome back, Graybeard, says Bolton Saijing. So we got some people that do appreciate what we bring to the table at Weekly. And
see how much they appreciate us in dollar value, like money. How much?
Yeah, exactly.
How much love in terms of cash?
Yeah, right. That's what it comes down to for us, and I think everybody should know that by now. Oh, look at Stealth piling on even after.
That was earlier, though.
2 shots.
That's because you were so mean to him online, and now he's mad at you.
No,
well, but we were late.
I think all of you guys need to sit down and think about who pays you monthly.
You gotta watch out. He's gonna nuke the whole room. Just leave him alone.
Start blowing everybody up.
Who pays me is Stealth. That's who pays me.
Oh, I'm not here. Wouldn't you know it's some? Okay, now look at this. This is another implication. I'm not here, and wouldn't you know it? Somebody is fashionably late as per usual.
Aaron said, "I had enough of this."
Did you see my disclaimer actually earlier? I said I'm 8 minutes early. I put in a chat now just to cover my ass.
Okay. Best Age Comics. Jeremy Burt's art is here. Corey Landis is joining us. There's Dan Lawless in the chat. How about that? Steve Giblin. You're only as old as you feel, he says, guys. Howdy chat. So that's kind of nice as a positive, uplifting message. I like that.
But I feel old.
Well, okay. Well, then that's on you, though.
Okay.
Let's see. Scribe Comics is here. How about that? Who else we got in here? Repairman Jack wants to know where Shelly's at. Shelly was making cinnamon rolls today. And I don't think when your wife's making cinnamon rolls, you do not disturb her. Eric M. Boyd Creations. Dark Shadow is here. B.A. Turner VC says, hail jabronis. That sounds positive. So Leg Kick is here because Leg Kick is, of course, always here. Dumbest Name joining us. Who else we got in here? And I have yet to Brian Smith. Bryant. I always do that to him. He said, Brian Smith says, Saturday I went to what was advertised as Comic-Con. There was less than 30 total comics in the entire showroom. That's a bit of an exaggeration, but it has sort of become that way, unfortunately.
Wait, the San Diego?
Well, I assume that's what he's talking about.
I think we'd be talking about something else, another convention.
Well, he said Comic-Con, so
Oh.
Let's see. Joseph Pantalon is here.
Could you please
Repairman
be more
Jack says,
specific?
Near Beer Aaron, that's me. Avenger 2. Let's see. Ronan is here. Ronan's saying, I wonder if Barbaric Adventures will be on time. Let me assure you that it will not be on time.
Wait a minute. I'm all done with mine.
Yeah, well, I know you're done.
Although I gave it to some family members and they found a million grammatical errors, so I'm fixing those.
Well, dude, I do have proofreaders that go over this stuff.
Okay, but yeah, it was kind of embarrassing, frankly. I was like, oh. I should show you. I got.
It's like it's totally marked with red all over the place. Probably.
Well, they're like Post-it notes all over.
Oh my god! Look at all that, Dan. It's like, man, this is so stupid. What are you? Eric Boyd for $2 says, I'm enjoying all the sketchbooks I received. Well, thank you, Eric and Boyd. Appreciate that very much. Nicholas Gear is here. That rhymes. What do we got here? Randy Howell for 5 Canadian says, if Dan wants money, have Odysseus sail to Themyscira, where Wonder Woman and the Amazons are skinny dipping. That's a pretty elaborate spread, but Dan might be able to pull that one off.
No, ain't gonna happen.
Golden
Not
Wolf
in 2 hours.
Okay. Henry Angelus is here. Let's see. Dark Shadow says Aaron, like Odysseus, will take 10 years to start the show. Okay. Getting all that out of my system. And Stealth, keeping it simple, just says hello for $2. Thank you, Stealth. Appreciate that very much. All right, guys. Before we get started, well, actually, I'll save it for when we actually start drawing. So, David, do you have anything you want to share with us today?
Yeah.
All right.
Hold on. Before I show you the goody goodies, I just want to remind people I have this and this and this. It's all for sale. If you reach out to me on Instagram or on Twitter, X, whatever, and we'll get you hooked up with some original art. Now I got another page from the book.
Oh, that's so beautiful. Oh.
It's hard to show it because it's such a big page.
Yeah.
So
is that like surf spray hitting the that was that
fog, isn't it? Kind of like a misty
fog, yes.
Okay.
So these all together, it's like 20 by 15. So these are pretty huge.
Huge art right there, folks.
And it's a pain in the butt to do grayscale.
It looks fantastic.
It sure does.
It's beautiful. The storytelling looks wonderful. I mean, this is going to be just a joy to read. When storytelling is done right, when it's clear and it moves effortlessly, it's such a joy to read. And that's what's missing so much from comics today. I'm like, I read a comic and I can't even follow this thing. I don't know what the hell's going on. So this is great stuff.
This is the pencils. I don't do tight pencils. I just can't do it anymore. But this is what I work from. So I just light box from there. And then I just go in with the grays. And
you guys, if you guys have not backed Barbaric Adventures, you are really going to miss out on an amazing collection of stories and art. It's just, if you haven't backed it, you should really consider doing it because it's going to be something else. I mean,
and for those who haven't seen this, here's the other page.
Mm-hmm.
So this is, drawing it on this size, this is the equivalent of drawing. It's like 4 pages worth of work.
That's exactly right.
And the other pages, I'm drawing them smaller. And I will give you a hint on after this. There's one more page that's going to be like this. That's more painterly, but then it's going to go more traditional gray tones with black. That's what you're not seeing in these pages. There's no black.
Do you have a comic book handy just for scale to throw next to that?
Actual comic book?
Yes.
Where's that one with the whole
6x9 just
sketch cover?
Oh my gosh! Look at the size of those pages. Oh my gosh! Now I can see the scale. They're huge.
Incredible.
Yeah.
That's so wild.
So there's no black on these, but when he goes into this dark valley, that's when the story kind of takes off in the direction that we're supposed to go. And that's when you're actually going to see black, black line work and black ink lines and brush work. And there will be grays in there and stuff, but there'll be a lot of black, So this is the precursor to all of that. So you're going to get a tonal shift. And I just wanted the first pages to, exemplify. It's like, oh, okay, we're in the light.
Dude, I am so thrilled to see this book printed, and I'm behind the scenes, and it's so good. You guys don't miss
I
out.
know. I'm kind of getting
Don't
excited
be afraid
to
of
see
the
this
black
thing.
and white. This is what you can do with black and white when you do it right, and this is really a phenomenal book.
Yeah.
Don't miss out.
And we really need the people in the chat to get on X, to get on Facebook and help promote us and talk about us. Tell people about what we're doing here, guys. Really, really need you to. So
I didn't put the
goes
right
a
link.
long way.
I did not put the right link for Barbaric Adventures in. Well, dudes, Randy and you guys post some links to Barbaric Adventures in the chat if you'd be so kind. Thank you, mods.
How did you put the wrong link?
I put the link to this show in there instead of the link to the
Oh, okay.
So people are caught in a limbo now.
multitask. Well, the link is in the description of this video. It'll take you to the campaign. So I've got my bases covered. All right, Gary, what have you got for us?
Couple of things.
Oh, look at that.
Oh man, that's so cool. Oh, they're stood still, right?
Yeah.
I was
So-
watching the film late night, and it reminded me how much I love robots and just the textures you can play around with. And so this is a scene from the film where he's reviving the dude, and Patricia O'Neill, I think, is that right, David? Is that the name of the co-star?
Yes.
She was the one that I was telling you about, that actress in the movie, the Paul Newman movie HUD.
Yeah. Yeah. She was in that.
And she was talking about her past and her traveling, and the way she said Albuquerque. Let's see if I can recreate it. Guys, I used to live in Albuquerque, New Mexico. And that
kind of an accent.
the way she said it stuck with me, like even as a kid when I saw that. To this day, I don't remember anything about the movie, but I do remember her delivering that line.
That's right.
Albuquerque.
This really is a great movie, by the way. Avengers saying that he really likes it. It is excellent. Now the remake, I didn't care too much. The remake had some good points, but
Dan, well, it's not your turn.
I'm talking it up. I'm trying to
move on, Dan. I want to move on.
All right, we're trying to talk about your arc, and I won't even say
No,
about
you're
your arc.
talking about the movie.
The movie's great, and it's a great piece. It's like,
Oh, thank you.
I'm helping out
it.
here. What the hell?
Okay, can I move on, please?
You have my permission. Yes.
Okay, thanks. All right, and then let's see.
Oh, geez.
Let's do this.
Oh,
I saw this one.
This is the pencils for a Poison Ivy piece, and this is as detailed as I got because I wanted to fill in most of the heavy lifting in the inking process.
Yeah, that's great.
Ooh,
Wow.
look at that.
That's beautiful.
So as you can see, I added a lot of extra stuff in the ink stage.
Gorgeous.
Now, is this a girl based on a picture from a girl you met at Woodstock?
No, at Burning Man.
The Burning Man.
Burning Man, yeah. But I just noticed you just take a girl and put leaves in her hair, and it's like she's supposed to be Poison Ivy, but she could just be some hippie chick.
Well, yeah, exactly. That's what I was getting at.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
It could be a hippie chick with Poison Ivy.
That's right.
So, cautionary tale, anyone wanting to do curly, wavy hair like this, buckle up. It took me a full day just to do the hair.
Yep. Oh, I can just a day? Shit.
I know. That's what I was going to say. I was like, really?
Well, I mean, that's morning till night.
I don't care.
Yeah, it was
Night.
I don't
brutal.
work morning till night anymore.
Night LPK says, is that Tina?
I don't think so.
I wish.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, things would the story would have been a little different if that was Tina.
I think.
Yeah.
He'd be like, poke me with a pencil again. Do whatever you want.
Well, Gary would have never shunned her if.
That's
no,
what
I
said
would have.
right
Yeah, exactly. Break off.
Completely changed the entire story. A different timeline completely.
Yeah.
Yep. It would have been. Yeah.
Definitely a multiverse
Yeah,
tale.
multiverse. Gary, in some other universe, that's Tina.
Yep.
That's good. That could be true.
I want you makes you happy for a second just thinking about it. That's good.
That could be true. So anyway, those two pieces with all the sweat and blood that I put into them have remained unsold. So I've tried a little experiment and went the commercial route and did this recreation.
Ooh, classic.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, this is the Jim Lee, Scott Williams X-Men cover.
Right.
Very iconic. And I sold it the same day as I posted it.
Why didn't you do the corner box, Gary? Not to be critical, but
no, I didn't want all that junk up on the top.
All right.
There was a lot of copy that I just thought, to me, it took away from it.
Okay. Creative Faye has an important question. She says, does Tina look more like Jennifer from the Bernie Wrightson story?
Well, I showed a picture of her, a yearbook picture.
Yeah, she wasn't exactly a beauty queen.
She was not. Yeah, she wasn't a prom queen.
But she might have
grown
into
her,
her
though. We
looks.
want to like
You
her.
never know. She might have grown into her looks. You never know.
Well, who knows? But so anyway, the commercial route, like I say, I sold this right away, and the other ones that I put my sweat and blood into have remained unsold.
It is interesting that subject matter is important. I had many people, not many, but several people tell me, what you should do is do recreations of some famous covers. I'll bet those would sell. And I go, well,
it'd be fun to do something like that.
Point right there it is.
They do sell. Yeah, they do.
Yeah. If you pick good ones.
That Jim Lee cover always drove me crazy because Cap's foot and Wolverine's foot disappeared. The ones that
they do. I mean, even when I was inking it, it's like, what's this?
Bring it back up, Gary.
I even brought it up to Jim before it even went to print. When he showed me like copies, I'm like, what happened to his foot? He's like, yeah, we just had to get it done. I was just like, okay.
Well, let's see it again. I'm curious now.
Yeah, give me a second.
Major Glitch posted in the chat some code language, Gary. Spider and a pencil is all he put.
Yeah. See, that's all it takes for bitter memories. Okay, hold on, please. Bear with me. Pull up my screen.
I knew it was going to be this difficult.
Share screen.
What happened?
Window. Select window. Click share button. There we go.
There it is. Okay, here we go. Let's take a look at this. Okay, now
look at that.
What's the problem here?
Well, his foot's right there, right?
This is
look at his other leg.
And then this is Wolverine's leg, and then the foot just it's gone. His leg is gone.
Oh, they're on steps or something. Oh,
yeah.
The leg that's by us is closer to us, so we should see the foot.
Yeah.
But it's behind a step, though, right?
They're both on the same step.
Yeah, see his foot is gone.
Yeah.
He's standing on a stump. And
Cap's
foot is hidden by the stump.
If we want to pick on a multimillionaire, Black Widow's balance isn't correct either because her weight is on her back leg, which it should be up higher than the bent leg, but it's not.
Well, she could be standing on shit too, but that doesn't bother me. Now the foot thing bothers me though. Yeah, a little bit.
Well, you know what he should have done? If he just made this rubble instead of steps, then you could say, "Oh, it's behind that rock." Or
yeah, exactly. You know?
I like to see it in color to see how.
Back leg. Look at Cap's leg. That's where's that leg going?
I can't even find it. It's like not there. It just disappears.
Yep. What's the name of this? I want to see it in color. What's the name of this thing? X-Men.
I don't know what number is that, Gary? Do you remember?
268.
Hey, but you know what? That one piece is worth more than my house.
I know.
Yep.
The joke's on us.
Ridiculous.
Yep.
The joke's on us.
Yep.
All right, Dan Lawless, what have you got to share with us here? Oh, let's see.
Okay, this is a whoops.
Dude, that motorcycle
Hang on a
is
second.
pretty cool.
Pull my.
Oh, Dan, where's his back foot?
Oh,
It's up by the wheel. It's up by the wheel.
I see.
I'm just kidding.
But I actually, this is one of those illustrations I thought about leaving it out because the composition because I didn't want to interrupt with the motorcycle or the hand.
If we would have
Sometimes you
seen
do
the
that.
back foot, it would have ruined the composition.
Well, no, seriously. Sometimes you leave stuff out because it blocks the storytelling, and you're
Right.
like, I did that on a page of Garbage Man where I had this shot of these crows eating, stuff off the ground, and there was a fence behind him. But then the ground broke up because Garbage Man was coming out of the ground, and the birds were flying up, and I just took the fence out because it just muddled what was going on in the foreground. So I just got rid of it. So sometimes you have to do that. But anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry, Dan.
Okay, this is now the first book of 7 Amens Before Sundown, which is a vampire western, had entry and exit pages for like the host sort of the show,
Right.
like just like Creepy Wood and Eerie magazine. And so this guy Roberto, I think his name is, and he's a vampire, and he introduces a story, and this one is more in the World War I era. So that's why you see all these World War I soldiers dead on the ground here.
Well, that Harley Davidson is freaking awesome. And
that took me forever.
When I do stuff like that, a lot of times I will shade a lot of that in so I don't have to reproduce the accuracy of them. But you did it. You went in there and did it. That looks great.
Right, because I mean, here's the original, actually, if you want to.
Hang on a second. Hang on.
Yeah.
Wow.
Look at that.
Whoops, I got the blur on. Dang it.
You're giving us the blur, man.
Hey, man, hang on a second, dude. Give me some crystal clear. There we go. Crystal clear now.
The color is fantastic, but I love that black and white.
Yeah. I got to be honest with you. I lost the guys in the background a little bit.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say too.
Yeah, I know. I just made a decision to kind of, sometimes I think I go heavy handed with my color, but I mean, I'm doing a series of these. There's a bunch of them. There's this one here. I'll be showing you this one soon too.
Wait a minute, hang on.
And then I got a mailman.
Wait. Go back.
Slow down, man. You hadn't finished that last time we saw it. I don't think.
The last time we saw it.
Yeah, this one's done now and in colored. I'll show you that one.
Then
I got a mailman.
Is so cool.
Oh, look at that. That's great.
Yeah.
And these are all like intro and exit pages for the story.
Yes.
Look at that.
So
cool.
lots. I'm having fun. It's cool with those guys. One more. I got to do 4, so one more of those then.
Okay. Oh, okay. You don't have one more to show, but you have to do one more yet.
Yes, one more is on the way, and then I'm done with that project and on to next thing.
Gary, what is this picture? Are we saving this for later, or do you want me to bring it up now?
Might as well do it now. This is the old Studiosaurus days.
Why won't this come up before? Oh, I see. I took Dan's out of there. I don't know why. Oh, I see. Okay.
This is the old Studiosaurus days where Aaron is confronting one of the Tom Simmons, I think that is.
It is.
Where Tom has had enough with Aaron's Captain Kirk imitations.
Enough.
Well, and that guy must be tall because Aaron, you're pretty tall. So
I think I was sitting down.
Yeah, you were shrinking from his wrath.
Yeah, I think sometimes maybe some people in the studio got a little upset with my bossy nature, which I don't know where that might come from.
As you can see, you guys were standing in front of the mural.
Yes.
Where we had guests that would come into the studio do illustrations. Aaron, could you point out some of those illustrations?
Well,
wait, before you do, let's point out Aaron's chest hair. God,
yeah.
Dude, Werewolf by
no,
night, man.
We
Gee.
could also see his back hair crawling up.
Is that what
his neck.
that's shadow? No, that's shadow. That's shadow.
Nah,
No,
nah.
No, I
looks
can't-
like back hair,
I
dude.
don't have back hair like that. That
I
chest
think there's a
hair is-
full moon out there.
No, that chest hair is legit. though.
That's Wolfman back right there.
Yeah.
That chest hair is legit though. Okay, so if you'll notice, right over the top of my head is, of course, Man Thing, which I drew. This guy here smoking a cigarette, I believe, was Paul Guinan. Just to the left of Paul Guinan's is Rick Hoberg, kind of ripping off my Man Thing drawing.
Yeah, I was trying to remember who had done that.
Well, I'm so glad you added drawing to that sentence.
I don't know. This looks like, I don't know what's going on here with that candle abra thing right there. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I don't know what
can't
that is
remember.
either.
Paul Chadwick's Concrete is on the back of Tom Simmons.
Yeah.
One of the
And
great that we also had an Arthur Adams piece, but I think Arthur was very savvy in that he did not want us to, he'd draw like an X-Men character, then have us go sell it, tear it off the wall and sell it, which we never would have done. But so he drew a self-portrait of it. He drew his self-portrait, which was actually kind of funny. Full figure self-portrait of him being like angry. And then Kevin Nolan came in and we were all hoping for a Batman. And then he did the same thing that Arthur did. He drew himself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ron Friends came in. Oh, sorry. Dan Jurgens came in and drew a Superman on there.
Oh,
And then
that's right. Yeah.
Ron Friends came in and drew a picture of himself bowing to Dan Jurgens. Or Dan Jurgens Superman. And the kicker on this was a gigantic Hellboy by Mike Mignola was on this thing. Now I still have this, and the back in the day we used to use those. And Dan, you probably know this. Those Niji stylists. Did you ever use those?
No, I don't know what that
Or the
is.
pens we used to use for doing like storyboards and stuff on marker paper. They disappear. They literally disappear after years. That Hellboy, this giant Hellboy that was probably 2.5 feet tall that Mike drew on this thing disappeared because he drew it with a Niji stylus. And it was the one thing on that board you're going, holy crap. Because I was going to put the whole thing up for auction for like, no, for charity or something. I would never do that, take the money. But for charity, and the Hellboy was disappeared. It wasn't even there anymore. I'm like,
Wow.
So
Yeah, I never used anything like that disappeared on me. No.
yeah, Niji stylists, man, they were the devil. Just like the old Sharpies used to turn purple, which they don't anymore because they corrected the formula. But those Niji stylists would disappear.
Yeah, I had that problem with duotone paper that a lot of those lines would disappear.
Yeah.
We're having an art auction at the end of the show, right?
Sure.
So this is what I'm putting up in the art auction. We're not going to do bargain books. We'll do the art auction instead. At the end of the show, this is my recreation Frank Cho piece. Come and get it at the end of the show.
All right, we'll remind folks as we go along. I actually got a couple things I would like to share, and so let's get on that. Okay, so during my downtime at the con at San Diego, I drew this. Well, first I drew a Man Thing, put it in my book. It sold like a couple hours later. Then I drew the thing, finished it up on Sunday, put it in there, but there wasn't, enough time for it, but to probably be sold. But there it is. Very Kirby-esque sort of drawing of the thing, which I did at Comic-Con, and is now on my website for sale to those of you interested in such things.
Wait.
Yeah.
You did that at the show?
Yeah.
And it didn't sell?
Well, I didn't finish it till like halfway through Sunday.
Oh, okay.
So if I got it done like on Friday, maybe it would have. But the Man Thing sold because people love my Man Thing. I don't care.
Hey, watch it.
Just saying. I'm
It's
just
awesome.
saying. Okay. I also created 2 new prints for the show that surprisingly did not do as well as I'd hoped. So what I'm going to do is on my Sunday show, I am going to have a limited sale during the show on my Silver Surfer prints. So only during the show on Sunday will these be available, basically at half price. So this one, which I really like this, and I'm like,
yeah, so do I. I like that a lot.
And then, so I was really surprised that didn't move very well. And then this, which I also really like.
Really?
And obviously,
I didn't sell?
I sold like 4 of these is all. So
it's not bad.
But anyway, so yeah, I'm going to have a sale on these right during my show, and it'll only be available during the time I'm live on Sundays. So if you have interest in these and maybe you want to get them for half price, now's your chance, or Sunday will be your chance. So anyway, there you go. And can I show you guys what I traded for?
Yes.
Yeah, we want to see your swag.
All right. I didn't buy anything at the show, unfortunately, but I did trade for this.
Well, wait. Oh, too late. What did you use to trade for it?
A Archie cover.
Okay.
Ooh.
He got a San Julian.
Are you kidding?
Wow.
Isn't that nice?
Archie cover.
My goodness. Whoa.
That should go up in a frame immediately.
That's beautiful.
It's going in a frame.
Away from the sun, yeah.
Hold on a second. An Archie cover and
An Archie cover. Well, here's the thing. This was it was being sold for $850. My Archie cover I had $1,000 on. And so I kind of,
oh, so you duped them that way.
I was glad to make the trade.
Marked it up, and then I see.
That's exactly. I was glad to make the trade. So I'm a big Planet of the Apes fan, and of course, San Julian.
Do you have like stickers on the edge of your table with high prices, and when certain people come along, you do the quick price changeroo?
Oh, you know it.
Thing. Yeah,
you know it, Gary. You know how it works.
Yeah.
So so I got that, and so I consider successful swag pickup, I think. So those of you who don't know, San Julian, of course, was a big artist for Warren magazines in the 70s. Vampirella, eerie, creepy cover painters. He did tons of paintings for their covers, but also did interior stories. So yeah.
Did you have conversations with anyone of note?
Oh, I had conversations. But I want to throw this out here that this very show, you guys, that we're on right now is watched by some. We know that Beatty's in the audience. He makes himself known. Hillary Barta occasionally will drop a quip or two. But there are people behind the scenes, Gary, that don't chime in. They just, and I quote, I turned you guys on while I'm working. So I'm sitting in my booth talking to somebody, my back to the audience, my face to the back of the booth, talking to somebody. I hear this, hey, Aaron. I turn around. Jason Fabok is standing there.
What?
Whoa.
Oh my goodness.
Fan of the show, watches the show regularly. I told him
he's good.
Jason Arbach?
Huh? Gary.
Did I get the name right?
Oh my gosh. So anyway, I'm talking to Jason and he says, yeah, he watches the show. And I said, do you want to come on? He goes, oh, I'm not drawing on camera, man. No way. But he's out there watching. Jason, appreciate you, man. Checking out the show. When big names like you are watching, it makes us look better. So
I made a mess.
Yeah.
And he's not the only one.
When he's watching and he's laughing, it makes you feel bad
inside, doesn't it? He also bought my Wraith of God books. So
David, I missed my bucket.
You missed it?
Yeah.
You did your spit take on the floor.
It was on the wrong side.
Now Captain Bitbo says I don't watch this show at all.
I don't blame you. He listens. He listens, guys. That's what it is.
So that just goes to show you guys that we are the biggest, most entertaining draw stream on the interwebs. So there you go. So, and I hear that a lot. I got guys come up to me and they are like, hey, man, we love your show. And they never chime in. They never say anything in the chat, but they're there. And we appreciate it very much. What we really appreciate, though, is super chats. So let's start them rolling in, folks. Got to feed the baby.
They're saving their money for the auction.
Okay.
Oh, that's right. Thanks a lot, Gary. You just ruined our whole super chat thing today.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so we are drawing the Odyssey today, and that is not necessarily the movie. But David, do you have any ideas of where you're going with this?
I think I'm going to draw Ellen of Boy.
Oh God,
What?
it's bad. But real, keeping it real today, man. That's what it is. It's like,
What is that? She lived down the street, David?
Oh my gosh, Dan, what are you thinking?
I gotta throw in a Cyclops somehow. Maybe I'm not sure exactly how.
I'm drawing the Cyclops. Okay, we're on because I'm doing the Cyclops too.
We all gotta draw. That's kind of the coolest thing in Jason the Argonauts.
I know.
I mean, visually.
Is there like a Kraken or anything in there? I haven't read it. Sorry.
Not exactly. No. Mainly the Cyclops monsters, and
well, it's going to be.
I mean, there's the Trojan horse. I mean, that's pretty cool. I mean,
you and I, dude. You and I.
Appearance, right?
It's mano y mano between me and Dan today for the Cyclops. Ooh, this will be good.
Oh, okay.
John Beatty wants you to check your email.
Oh Lord. Darren Wagner for $2 says, "Great original Harley Davidson, Dan." See, look at that.
Oh, the sirens. Yeah, Sleeping Psychopathy says the sirens. But see, that the problem with that is really for a 2-hour show.
Yeah,
I got one figure in me. That's about it, man.
Yeah,
I can give you, a bunch of sirens, but they'll be less quality. It's that old thing.
Just have the rest of them in heavy shadow.
It's that old thing where it's like, do you want it fast? What's the three things? Fast, good, or cheap? Right there.
Yeah,
you can pick. That. You can pick two, right?
Gollum Wolf for $10 says, "Here's one, Aaron," referring to a super chat. Thank you very much, Gollum Wolf. It's nice to know that we're appreciated by Gollum Wolf. Okay, Beatty's yelling at me to check my email.
I'm sitting in a puddle of peach iced tea.
I was going to say, you're sitting in a puddle of what? Of what?
Helen of
peach
Detroit.
Iced tea.
Oh. Okay. What does John Beatty have to say?
I could do the Helen of Detroit, the black Helen. That might work.
Oh, dude. All right. Okay. Hang on a second here, Beatty. Let's how do I do? Oh, okay. I know what I'll do. I don't know what piece this this is like one of my favorite golden pieces. And I don't know what book it's in. And I'm glad Beatty brought this up. Let me share this with you guys. This is a Michael Golden Sergeant Rock pinup.
Mm-hmm.
So like falling off.
I remember that. Yep.
Wow, that's cool.
I remember seeing this when Golden.
Is it on its side? Is that its side?
Wow.
I mean, should it be going flipping the other way? I mean,
no. It's like this, but it's falling like they're falling off a cliff kind of thing.
Okay.
So
and Golden had this when he was art director at DC, and I saw this, and I said, "What is this from?" And he's like, "Oh, some Sergeant Rock annual." And I'm like, "Well, that doesn't narrow it down." So, Beatty, what issue is this from? This is freaking awesome.
Yeah, sure is.
And I assume, Beatty, did you ink this? That's why you're showing it?
I don't think
he's just showing off his original art.
Yeah. Oh, no, he's saying it's Sergeant Rock in a foxhole of Nazis. Okay. But again, where would I get I don't know. Is there some lettering on top? I can't read it. It's too blurry. No, he said Golden inked it. Okay. But I want to know what freaking book that's in. Someone find out, man. Where's Randy Howell or Marcus Killiger? They know that stuff. Gollum Wolf for $5 found an old Roman statue of Cyclops that has an eye on the forehead and 2 empty eye sockets in the regular place. Much creepier and cooler, in my opinion. Okay.
Yeah, I think I saw something like that too online. It's kind of cool.
Yeah,
Well,
if it's
I think I can do it. I think I can do it without it.
If it's an old Roman statue, that's closer to the time that poem was written, so that might be more accurate.
Well, it could have been dumb back then too, you know.
I
Dummy artists, you know, like we're about to butcher it. Why couldn't they have done it back then?
That's true. Yeah. Good point.
One more note on Michael Golden. Some people in our past have told us that they don't get why why everybody thinks Michael Golden is so good.
Yeah.
Maybe
Who
that
said
could be it. You know, we know who said
Man of
All right,
large
Gary.
proportions.
Gary, take over for a second. I got to say goodbye to my kids who are leaving for a vacation, so I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. It's a name. Whoever said that is a name. That
Are you going here? Okay. There we
Yeah,
go.
there.
On this show, it's we can't utter his name, but you know who he is, right?
He's a mountain of a man with a wingspan of 7 feet.
Yeah.
It rhymes with maggot.
Oh. But yeah, he didn't like.
I would
Monty
say it's a
Python.
testament to Mike Barron's
He
character
didn't
that
like
he can
Monty
maintain a
Python
friendship.
either, which we couldn't understand. He didn't think
Mike
Monty
Barron
Python
would be friends
funny.
with anybody. You know, that's what I've learned.
What were you saying about Mike Barron?
I said Mike Barron is capable of being friends with anybody. That's what I've learned.
That's because he doesn't know who half the people are that he's talking to.
That's true. Yeah, I've had a phone conversation with Mike, and then a few minutes into it, he asked me who he was talking to. I'm serious. Who is this
Look at
again?
I'm working on a Scorpion piece with Spider-Man down there in the rubble.
Ooh.
Well, why don't you go full screen so people could actually see it?
Because I'm just teasing it right now. Just teasing it.
That was a terrible tease.
Well, I'm teasing it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
that was a quick goodbye, man. You just like I'm running like the boys of course and the
I don't
know the boys of course.
I was so relieved that I
Goodbye.
could drive him to the airport. I'm like, I just gave him a hug, said, good luck and all that kind of stuff. So
You're not
I
very
talked to Terry
sentimental,
Dodson.
man.
Terry Dodson bought a Michael Golden Jurassic Park cover from Albert Moy at the show, and it was only $3,500. And I was like, did Albert forget to put a 0 on there?
Yeah. Yeah.
And it was crazy because it was so clean, it looked like a print. I was just
Of course.
cool.
That's all his
So
work.
anyway, Golden is Golden's the man. All right, let's get rocking and rolling here. I'm going to switch cameras and we're going to start drawing stuff.
Switching it up.
Repairman Jack says no Sergeant Rock in Golden's bibliography, so he can't find it.
That had to have got published. How could that not get published? I've never found it in a comic though.
Well, I'm guessing they butchered it in the coloring.
Well, a lot of times he colored his own, like, covers and, pinups and stuff, or just single images. So who knows?
Yeah, that's true. John says it was printed.
Okay.
Randy Howell is still checking.
All right. I expect some results from these mods of ours. They take the wrench, but then when I really need them,
We got our best people on it.
yep. All right. Let me.
We got men on the job. There's men.
Oh, and I want to say also that I saw Danny Mickey at the show, and I told Mickey that he was on my Mount Rushmore of inkers, and that he kicked John Beatty off. So I'll throw that out there for anybody who might be interested in that. Anybody who might be the chat
that
here.
actually happened. That he actually kicked John Beatty off Mount Rushmore.
No, I kicked him off and put him up there and knocked John Beatty down.
Okay. I just envision this conflict between John and Mickey.
And you should keep in mind when you say that stuff, like John Beatty's he's a loyal follower of the show. He thinks we're incredible artists, incredibly intelligent, and really, really cool people. So you should think about that.
How do you know that's what he thinks?
Oh, I just assumed it.
Oh, okay. Okay. John says Sergeant Rock Special number 18, published in 1991.
Sergeant Rock Special number 18?
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, John Beatty thinks we are legends in our time. So keep that in mind when you're kind of saying those.
All right, John. Thank you for that information. Sergeant Rock Special number 18. Was there that many Sergeant Rock Special? Oh, all right.
I had a dream a couple nights ago that I started a YouTube stream. It was a stream about inkers, and it was John, Art to Bear, and myself. It was like a weekly show talking about inkers, and no one watched it, so we only did one show. But it's like it was a dream that I was like real excited. We're talking about different inkers, all this stuff, and yeah, it went really well. How many views we get? One.
Oh, that's terrible. Is that all our greatest fear? That, oh my gosh, I'm doing a show and no one's watching. No one cares about us.
Oh God, I don't want to draw any of this crap. Sorry, I didn't mean to say that out loud.
Yeah, but I don't. Yeah, and I'm lying there in bed awake thinking about that concept. How many people nerd out about comic book inking? Only professional inkers do. So that would be a small audience.
Oh, but it's people forget because of digital coloring, but inking was so important back in the day when, Beatty was doing it and you were doing it regularly and, Danny and all those guys. It was, a good inker could make your project and a bad inker could destroy it.
Yeah, because you had the coloring really didn't add that much.
Yeah, the coloring was not really an issue, but now it's it's the color.
Yeah, it's rare that someone actually inks something today. It's just mostly making the pencil lines darker. That's all they're doing.
Yeah, well, even if they're inking anymore because there's so much digital work now,
Yeah. Oh, Creative Face says she'd watch. So you must have been the one viewer.
Very loyal, Creative Face. Even in your dreams, she's loyal to you. Shows up in the show.
That's true.
She's watching.
That's pretty dedicated.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing, really.
I'm here early for the show.
It's like a Bugs Bunny cartoon, and you're dreaming, and all the people that are in the dream and like supporting you, and
yeah, you're always like the hero in the dream, and then you wake up to reality.
Well, it doesn't sound like you were the hero in the dream, though. If no one was watching your show.
Well, we were being clever and knowledgeable and articulate, and then patting each other on the back, and then
are you suggesting that nobody cares about inkers? Is that really what you're saying?
Well, in my dream, it seemed like that's what was like whatever was telling me.
Our strange insecurities, how they manifest themselves in our lives.
So you wouldn't call this a good dream, then, right?
Well, it was in the beginning.
It started off good because it was the show, but then when the numbers came in, the Nielsen ratings ruined the dream.
Yeah, that's right. But there's so much YouTube content, especially about comics. That to get anyone to watch anything is, a miracle. So we do not take you guys in the chat for granted.
we do ever take you lightly. So
True. Yeah.
I feel like
Let's just articulate. Well, I was articulate in my dream. I'm not saying in real life. In my dream, I was a wordsmith.
okay. So my big question to you, Gary, is did Alex Emerlin ever call you back to schedule some golf?
Follow up on Alex Emberlin and playing golf with him and his dad, Randy. No, I did not hear back from him.
Do you think he sensed that you couldn't remember who he was?
I think that was it. That's rethinking it. If I was him, it was like, that guy doesn't even remember who I am. I'm not going to go golfing with him.
Which that is probably why he turned you down in the first place when you went over to say, "Hey, you
That's
guys
true. Yeah, I thought of that too. That's probably
we gotta get going, Gary."
Yeah. But that I'm sure glad he turned me down. That would have been torture, trying to act like I knew who he was for 2 hours.
Oh man, old age is brutal.
It's not old age. I mean, that happens all the time. You forget who
I've
that is.
I've always had a bad memory.
All right. Well,
I've forgotten some people I should not have forgotten, and it's pretty embarrassing.
Yeah. But he did look different. I mean, he put on some weight, and I mean, he was a long distance runner, cross country runner in high school and college.
That's right, he was.
And he was, a little stealth, he looked like a long distance runner. And seeing him now, I wouldn't say he was overweight. He was just thicker.
Well, but see, this gets back to our discussion we had in the last show, was that you have an obligation. If you know somebody and you're coming up to them, but you haven't seen them in a while, you have an obligation to go in there and go, "Hey, Gary," and then say your full name so that person knows and takes them, takes the pressure off of them just in case they don't recognize you.
Yeah. True. And if you have Polaroids, that'd be helpful from the last exchange.
Yeah. Well, especially when they're speaking to, an older gentleman.
Yes.
Yes. A renowned, seasoned citizen. Yes.
Yeah.
Now, I've done that before with other comic professionals like Mike Plug. The last time I saw Mike Plug, I said, "Mike, how are you? Aaron Lopresti." And he still was just glazed, like had no idea.
Here's the Polaroids. Do you still? Not. I don't get it. I don't remember this at all.
And the sad thing is that he used to recognize me. Like he would talk to me first. So I don't know if this was an age-related thing or something, but yeah, it was kind of.
Yeah, Creative Faye, he did say his full name, but somehow I didn't hear the Emberlin part. I heard the Alex, but not the Emberlin part. He kind of mumbled it. And then he was talking about his dad playing golf, and so I didn't know who he was talking about. And Aaron is the one that put it together that it was Randy Emberlin's son.
I'm very much a Sherlock Holmes of the college, or the comic world. So maybe my new reputation.
Your social butterfly too, is that?
Yeah. Well, I don't remember anybody that comes up and talks to me, but in fact, when I was talking to Jason Fabach, I said to him, the first thing I said is, "It's really nice to meet you face to face," because we had messaged a couple of times before in the past on social media, but had not spoken. And he goes, "Oh, we've met before." And I went, "Oh, great."
Oh no.
But listen to this. Person. He says, "You remember that big DC conference in North Carolina?" And I said, "Yeah." And he goes, "Well, we were sitting at the table talking about Bigfoot." And I said, "Okay, that definitely sounds like me."
But you didn't remember it after that even? You said
no, because Tom Rainey was at the table, and I think Jason was probably just breaking in. So he may have introduced himself, but I didn't have a frame of reference for who he was at that time. But Tom Rainey was telling us a story about the lizard men in Utah, which I thought was very, very interesting. And that perhaps that pulled I do remember there was another person at that table, which was apparently Jason. And Jason, if you're watching right now, forgive me for not remembering. But
Well,
Yeah,
he's switching off the channel right now. It's like,
I know.
F you. He's like,
if you don't have a context to remember someone, especially like before they become famous, I do that all the time where somebody will remind me, oh yeah, we used to talk about this and this and this. And it's like, oh, really? I don't recall that at all.
Yeah.
And then they, go on to become a professional or whatever, and you know who they are, and they tell you that you've met, and it was like, what?
Well, that's the same thing happened. Shelley and I were at San Diego years ago, and when Mike Rowingo was kind of, I guess he was probably on the same track I was in terms of exposure at that time. So we were both like, kind of newish to the game, and he came up to me at San Diego and was like, hey, Aaron, how's it going? And I'm like, who is this dude?
Yeah.
He goes, he says, oh, it's Mike Rowingo. And I go, oh, and then when he said his name, I knew who it was, but I was like, have we met before? And he goes, yeah, we talked last year and Shelley's like,
okay,
I remember that, Aaron. And I'm just like, oh, great.
Okay, so what's really going on here is karma.
Yeah, maybe.
Because you're talking about all these people not recognizing you. Now, that was just because you didn't recognize anybody else. So karma gods got you.
Yeah, and see, I can also tell you a story where Alex Ross came up and talked to me at San Diego. And when he was just as he had done Marvels. So, it was young Alex Ross. And I guarantee you he would never remember that meeting.
Well, I met Alex before he became famous. That's when he had long hair.
Yeah.
Really long, like Fabio type hair.
Oh, yeah.
And he was a big Steve Rude fan, and so that's what we were talking about. And then he came up to me years later after Marvels with his haircut, so he looked like a professional, and I didn't know who he was. I didn't recognize him.
Man, you guys are just making social mistakes left and right.
Yeah, with Alex Ross. Beatty says, excuse me, Beatty says, I think Aaron owes me an apology, all caps, for pissing on my getting his attention to check his email.
You know what? I'm going to agree with that. I assumed the worst. I thought Beatty was sending me something to, make me look bad. And he, was offering up this wonderful Michael Golden piece, which is of great significance to me. So I apologize, John, for that.
I just realized I've been drawing with guys. Tell me if my camera's off.
Yeah, I was about to. Creative Faye mentioned it, but more than mention it, she was yelling.
Okay.
Well, but I was waiting for Aaron.
Waiting for me to do what?
To finish your point.
Oh, I see. Okay, I thought you were like,
also incredible
my fault that I didn't see the screen, but that's clearly your job. So trying to, throw me under the bus or something.
He's a buster says, coming to you from down the street and under the bridge. You get Wi-Fi under a bridge? Okay, Beatty says accepted. So he's appeased.
Now we can return to our contentious relationship.
Well, I mean, I would expect him to accept that because he's such a fan of ours. He thinks we are the greatest artist ever walk the planet Earth.
You keep claiming you know what John Beatty is thinking.
I just assumed it,
Well,
what else could he possibly think but that?
Well, I bet we're going to find out what he thinks very shortly. Just a guess.
It's almost common knowledge.
Yeah, well, we don't have to know. Yeah, Aaron's making a good point, Dan. We don't have to know what Beatty is thinking. He will tell us.
So we're probably going to find out whether he.
But even if he does tell us, he could be lying. The reality is, I know what the truth is here.
And Dan, by the way, Creative Face says, and she's yelling, Dan, you have to start over so we know you didn't cheat.
Oh boy, there's an accusation flying right there.
Well, no.
Okay, well, Dan, just to clear it up, Beatty's going on the record He says, well, David is a favorite. Enough said.
Oh, well, he's going to say that.
Yeah, because David owes him a sketch, so he's going to be nice to
Right.
David. Really kind of be truthful.
Yeah, Aaron, I don't think reading between the lines with what John says is necessarily accurate.
Look,
I think what he says is what he means.
He's a shy, a little bashful there. He just doesn't want to admit there, doesn't want to say out loud what he thinks of us. Because would you want to say how great you think someone is? It's little.
Well, you like to talk about how great you think you are all the time.
No, I'm saying someone else. Yeah, of course, you want to talk about how great you are personally. But to someone else, though, I would be very embarrassed to admit anyone else is better than me. And I'm not gonna boost anyone else's ego up. What the hell, man?
Dan, could you read John Beatty's comment, please?
Okay.
The second one from the bottom.
I don't want to be owed a drawing by Dan or Aaron.
Damn.
Whoa. I just got owned, I think. I got owned by that ode.
No, you got B slapped.
Oh my God.
Oh, man. That's really bad. Well, maybe I was wrong. Maybe he doesn't think we're the best.
Do I have
maybe he doesn't think we're the best artists who ever walked the planet Earth.
Maybe.
Like second best, obviously.
Do I have to bring up everything we've done for John and then have him treat us like this?
Okay, bring up one thing we've done for John. That's all. One thing will satisfy me.
Well, I think we've
never
feel better about his art.
Never mind. Aaron, let me change the subject before you get into trouble.
Okay.
During our hiatus, one of the things that I did, my granddaughter had a 16. Her 16th
granddaughter's 16?
She's 16.
Oh my Lord.
And she's wily enough to figure out she wanted a birthday party, but she didn't want to invite her friends. She wanted to invite my daughter's friends, her mother. So adults would come to her party because adults are the ones
who give the presents,
who have jobs.
Yeah, okay.
And she asked for money.
Oh, it's pretty smart. Smart kid.
So she, the people that came, she tallied up at the end of the party, and she told me she made off with $600 for that evening.
Oh my gosh, she's a genius.
So
yeah, did I tell you guys I have a birthday coming up?
Yeah. Yeah, so pretty clever. During the party, it was my daughter's friends and their kids that were there, and there were kids of all ages. And I was watching some of these kids. It was fascinating. The intelligence levels of these kids. There was this one little girl, I'm guessing she was around 5 years old, and the ages probably went from 3 to 10, not counting, my granddaughter's friends. So it was mostly little kids. And I don't recall her name, but one of the decorations my daughter had hung up, it was this like shreds of gold foil that make like a shiny curtain effect, real bright, sparkly gold.
Right.
And she had pulled the whole thing down and wadded it up into a ball to where now she has this like gold tinfoil looking ball. Uh-huh. And she starts chasing the other kids yelling, "I have the power."
That's cool.
And the other kids just like fall right in line, and she's like becomes the ringleader immediately. Wow. And they're all screaming while she's yelling she has the power. And the adults are, like, "Oh, come on, don't be so loud." And I was like, "Wow, this is a very clever game that she just invented on the spot." So they shut down the running and yelling.
Why do parents do that?
Yeah. She immediately goes over to another table and says, anyone want to play Keepity Uppity with me? And it's like, we're like, what? She goes, Keepity Uppity. We want to play Keepity Uppity. What? There was a big bag of balloons. She picks up a balloon and starts hitting it up in the air. Keepity Uppity.
Yeah, I like it.
She just came up with that name on the spot. Keepity Uppity. I laughed for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Keepity
It's good
Uppity.
marketing. She's going to be a marketer.
Yeah. This 5-year-old kid, little girl. Meanwhile, he was probably about an 8-year-old boy. My daughter served cupcakes instead of regular cake. And the cupcakes had like this, big pile of frosting on top of it, which made it kind of tricky to eat without making a mess. And this kid was like staring at his cupcake for what seemed like a minute. He finally puts his finger in the frosting, to get a little taste. And then he stares at it some more. And it's like, what is this kid contemplating? And then he opens his mouth wide and jams the whole thing in his
Wow,
mouth.
that's cool.
And of course he can't close his mouth to chew or to swallow because he has this whole thing in his mouth. And I was like, okay, that's what the kid was thinking about. How should he eat the cupcake? And that's what he came up with.
Yeah, I like his
Just
thinking.
jam the whole thing in his mouth.
Well, now, in fairness
Maybe
to
he was
this
psyching
kid,
himself up, kind of.
I have used this technique as well, because you look at it and go, this is going to be a mess all over my face. So you say, if I can get it all in one bite, then it's going to save me the mess. So I have gone that route before.
That's true.
myself.
I've done that as well. Yes, it's 6. Yeah.
But it was a big cupcake. That's just, let me put it. But that's the problem solving. Keepity uppity and hogging down a cupcake. So that was the entertainment for the evening.
Fantastic. So did I also did I tell you guys that Dan Jurgens came up and chatted with me for a while?
Nice.
Wait,
Now-
hold on. Let me take a sip of my
There we go.
Dan Jurgens, though, I will say this, is very optimistic about the future of comics, which I
Is
did
he?
not share his optimism. And I had said to him, I said, basically I ended my whole soliloquy with the there's no money in comics. And he looked at me and he said, why do you think that? I said, because I don't have any of it.
Yeah.
You're assuming he's not making any money in comics either.
Well, no, I assumed he was making a lot more than I was, but I meant honestly, the big publishing scheme of it. There's not, because we were talking about, is Marvel going to farm out their publishing to other people? And if they do, we were kind of discussing whether or not, well, who's got enough money to do that, and why would they just take on all that, pay a fee to Marvel to license all these characters when all they have the rights to is the actual publishing rights? Where's the money?
Yeah.
But as I went to dinner with my friends from Malibu, Dave Olbrich and Chris Alm and Tom Mason and the crew.
You guys do that every year?
Yeah. And Chris Alm brought up a good point that I thought was really good. He says, probably what they're going to do is they're not going to look for someone to give them money. They're going to hire a studio, say like Kirkman's studio, to produce the books for them. Right. So basically what they did with Liefeld and Jim Lee back in the 90s when they hired him to do Captain America and Fantastic Four and Iron Man and all that kind of stuff, gave them $3 million to produce these books, several books for a year or whatever. And then that way they eliminate all health insurance or having to pay employees, other than they might have a small staff of people that look over the products to give the okay. But then they hired out. In fact, if you remember, well, you probably wouldn't remember, Gary, because you're old, but you're not this old. Back in the 40s, like they would have studios that, like Eisner had a studio that took contracts from publishers and produced books for that publisher, and then they would release them. And that's
like Will Eisner. Yeah.
Right. And that's kind of the model that Chris Ohm speculated would probably be what they're aiming for. And I think he might be right on.
Well, lots of people have been predicting that for quite a while now, that they're going to license out the comic book.
Right. But they're not licensing anything out. What they're doing is hiring someone to produce them for them. And then they get a percentage of the profits, and then Marvel gets a percentage of the profits, and Marvel owns. They're not getting a licensing fee. They're still owning the property completely in every degree. And that makes more sense to me, because that would incentivize if Marvel came to me and said, Aaron, I'm going to give you $5 million to produce Spider-Man, Iron Man, whatever. And then all the responsibility was on me to get it published and edited and distributed. And all Marvel does is then take in the profits. And they tell me probably content-wise what I'm supposed to do.
Right. And the Iron Man movie coming out like that would be huge.
Yes, and I think that sounds like a more likely scenario. Stealth sending us lunch for $2. Thank you, Stealth. He's going to start us off with bacon and eggs. So that's your breakfast, and a croissant, which I assume we're going to go with breakfast there. Then we've got a big T-bone steak with butter, because we're going to saute the steak in butter. Broccoli and a potato serve as our vegetable to go with our steak. And then we're going to have a beer with that. But then for dessert, Gary, we're getting a chocolate chip cookie. That's a decent meal right there. That's one of
You can probably follow any meal with a chocolate chip cookie, but you definitely need one to wash down the broccoli.
Yes. And I see sometimes Stealth will go with the vanilla ice cream, which I'm not a fan of. But a chocolate chip cookie, I'm there all the way. So that was a pretty good lunch.
I'm starting to get to the point where...
hang on a second. Dan, go ahead.
I said, I think I'm sort of getting to the point where it's like, why am I eating vegetables?
What's the point?
I mean, you know what? Am I going to add like an extra couple of years to my life? I mean, I don't know what it's going to do here, but I don't know.
I think Stealth intentionally puts something in there either that you don't like or that I don't like.
Well, there's so much. You got to narrow down the menu.
See, this time you liked everything, but I could do without the broccoli. Plus, I'm not a beer drinker.
Well, neither am I, but I would still, if someone's providing a free meal, who am I to say, no, I won't have a beer, as long as it's a good beer with the particular.
Well, you had a beer. You look pretty happy in that picture there. With
I did.
Okay, let me translate what you just said, Aaron. Okay. I'm not a beer drinker, but I'll drink it if it's free.
Well, if it's the right beer for the meal, I'm not just someone to take, because I'm not a big fan of beer at all, but there's a few beers, like if I'm eating something like wild and outdoorsy, like wild boar stew or something, give me a dark beer.
If you just killed a wild boar.
Yeah, that's true. You have to match the beverage.
Yeah, so give me a dark beer with that. And we were at
an Italian boar.
We were at an Italian restaurant, and Billy Tucci, I wanted a dark beer because I actually kind of do like dark beer, and they didn't have any. But Billy says, let me pick one for you. And I said, all right. And so he picked this sort of citrusy IPA, and it was really quite good. So it was a good match with the meal. Now, Billy's an alcoholic, so he knows his booze. So I took his word for it.
Yeah.
It wasn't too, was it? IPAs, it can be bitter. It wasn't too bitter?
No, it was sweet. It had citrus, really heavy citrus notes to it, as they say.
I approve. Speaking of citrus, I approve of David's beverage choice. I drink orange juice literally every day. Every day.
I used to be big orange juice guy, but I become an apple juice guy Apple juice is really good.
And cheaper.
I want
It
that purple
depends. Apple
stuff.
juice, it depends on the brand. I really
Well-
like apple cider.
I like
so
apple drink.
It's more of a appley, you know.
let me put it to you this way. If you're at a breakfast buffet at Best Western or something, and they have that little juice dispensing machine, you can get orange juice or apple juice.
Mm-hmm.
I find myself often going with the apple juice.
I don't know what it is, but I think the apple juice dispensing machines, the apple juice tastes a little different than what you would like make at home or get in a bottle, and I different in a good way.
Well, it's thinner, so you can slug it. If you're a water person like I do, like I am,
So you stand at the machine, down a glass, and then fill it up again.
yes, and
I think apple juice would probably be better to be hit in the face with, you know.
yeah.
And
Well,
which juice would you, if you're getting someone's throwing, you know, a woman's throwing a drink in your face, which is the
Dan,
best?
in those scenarios? You don't get to choose.
Yeah, it's usually.
I'm just wondering what the best one you might, would be, if you.
Well, I have a real phobia of being sticky, so it's like if people threw either orange juice or apple juice on me, I would be sticky and I'd lose my mind, and probably death would ensue. So
Wow.
do
Well,
not
guys-
throw. You can throw water in my face, but don't throw anything sugary on me.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I'll lose my freaking mind. So,
Well, plus, that's actually food, right? Juices, fruit juices is food.
yeah, I mean, yeah, there's food value there, I would guess. Sure.
I don't know what apple juice is. I know apple drink is green.
No.
Well, you have to squeeze the hell out of it to get juice from an apple, but it does have
What
juice.
the f- is juice, man?
Now look it's flavored water that's in the fruit, right? It's picked up the flavor
Right.
of the fruit, but it's the water that's
It's
in
the
fruit.
water. Yeah, it's the water of the fruit.
I want some purple stuff.
That's why I have a beef with almond milk. They don't call it almond juice. They call it almond milk.
Well, because it's
So
kind
what
of.
do they have? Little udders that they squeeze to get
Well, I think it's more. It looks that way because it's white.
It's not
and
milk. It's white juice.
I'm just saying that that's probably the reasoning behind it.
They're trying to make it, more hippie than it actually is.
When I was a wee lad, my parents, we had 2 apple trees in our backyard, and my parents, we'd pick the apples, and then they had this like old fashioned, it was like a wooden slatted barrel, but it was small, like tabletop.
Mhm.
And
Man, how old are you?
they had a flat round wooden press, and with a a metal.
I know what you're talking about. I know some people that
And you would
make
basically
their
fill this
own
thing with
apple juice.
Yeah, you fill this thing with apples, and then you just turn this crank on this thing and squish it down.
Yeah.
And it would, and the juice would run out the bottom, and we had like this metal ramp that the juice would flow down into this big, a big old jug or whatever down there that would catch all the juice coming down.
And it was nectar, right? It was.
Oh my gosh, it was
amazing.
so good.
Yeah. But okay, so would you, going with your logic about the color of almond milk / juice,
Yeah.
would you call coconut juice or coconut milk?
I've called it coconut milk. I've never called it coconut juice.
What the f- is juice, man?
Yep, that's right.
If it looks like milk, it's milk.
Yeah.
In the milk family.
There you go.
Because people even say that looks milky, so.
Yeah. I don't know why you have.
I don't want my juice to be milky.
Now, I
Exactly.
don't know.
That's why you said we call milk.
I don't know that coconut milk is all that great without sugar in it. I don't think it's very sweet. And I do like coconut. A lot of people don't, but I do. I'm not sure.
What are the people in the chat saying? Are they weighing in on this milk juice dilemma that is
Yeah.
Convexing the people.
It's vexing the crowd. Is that
Lord of Flex says almond milk is just ground almonds and water. How do you call that milk?
well, because it's white like milk. It's an appearance name. It's not a,
Yeah, I just
Right.
realized we are really old because this is
Okay,
what old
well,
people do. Old guys sit around going, "Have that milk, it's not juice." We make up stuff to bitch about.
Yeah, Antonio Reshi. I'm butchering that. Gary's called milk because it's used as a milk substitute. So it's a marketing ploy.
Well, now we're getting someplace.
Yep,
Okay.
yep.
It's a marketing ploy, but to fall for the marketing ploy, see, that's what I don't get.
Well,
People are calling it milk, not just the advertising.
now wait a minute. If it matters what it is, not what you call it.
Well, according to advertising, who invented.
You're
Marketing.
acting like you're getting like false advertising or something, and that
Yes, absolutely.
I would say
getting
so.
ripped
Yeah.
off somehow. I don't
Just
see
because
it.
it's the color of
Totally
milk
ripped off.
doesn't make it milk.
Oh, well,
Yeah, see, John's with me 100%. He says, and he's yelling, by the way, you can't milk an almond, Aaron.
wait. Why is it always my fault? Listen, here's the thing.
Because John is going to automatically take my side.
Okay, so are you going to say then that if a juice would have to be clear, wouldn't it? Well, I guess orange juice isn't clear.
No, grape juice isn't clear. Apple juice isn't clear.
All right. Okay.
Prune juice is almost black.
Oh, okay.
Who says you can't milk an almond anyways? Maybe
Okay,
if Superman, or something.
I don't.
Yeah,
don't really know.
that's true. It would take Superman to crush an almond into a diamond.
I'll give you this. I don't really have a great argument for why you would call it milk other than its appearance. But
Steel Rage says almond cider.
now maybe.
Yeah, where does cider come from?
Well, the idea is cider is usually hot cider, but it's usually pulpy, right? Where juice can be like apple juice. Straight apple juice would be filtered.
Well, what
And
about
cider
orange
would be-
juice with pulp? Would
Yeah.
you call that orange cider?
I think the cider part of it has to do with like heating it up and cooking it or something.
The process?
I'm not exactly Ichabod Crane here, so I don't really know the ins and outs of cider, but
Yeah, this is science. We're not scientists.
You're a good reference there, Aaron.
This is science.
You don't live in the Hudson Valley, so you don't know about that stuff.
I don't know anything about cider. But wasn't cider really initially kind of an alcoholic beverage?
Yeah.
So that might have something to do with that.
Yeah, Lord of Flesh says cider is fermented apple juice.
There you
But
go.
they still call like thicker apple juice. They call that cider.
Well, that's that. Yeah, it's not.
Or you say you want some hot apple cider,
Yeah.
as a fall evening beverage. You don't say you want some hot apple juice.
Well, now we were in Germany at Christmas time, and we had apple cider that actually was a little boozy. So it was a little bit more authentic back in the old world than it is.
No,
here.
I think that's probably right. That originally cider was had alcohol content, and then for advertising purposes, they changed it just for a richer apple drink.
There you go.
Yeah, well, you're trying. You're back then. You when you didn't have any had all these diseases and stuff. You didn't have. You got to pasteurize everything.
I just realized the fascinating topics that we discuss on this.
Well, who else is bold enough? Who else is?
That's true.
Who's got the cojones?
Yeah, exactly. It takes huevos to talk about this stuff for hours.
The thing is, though, and you know this to be true, Gary, anytime you bring up food of any kind, the chat is all in.
That's true. Yeah.
Yes. Well, we got to do something well as we create these incredible masterpieces of art.
That's right. That
I mean,
clearly-
we're actually doing quite a bit when you think about it. Incredible art, beyond belief,
And
then
it's like using both sides of your brain at the same
and
time.
then stimulating conversation, which challenges the mind and the senses.
I think Dan's onto something here.
Yes, it's a genius level.
Okay, here. Speaking of food, so I don't know, Gary, if you're aware of this or not, but you guys wouldn't be because you're not from this area. But there is a massive food truck court in downtown Beaverton that I did not know was there, and just recently discovered by accident. Because
Beaverton is too far for me.
well, I know, but you know of Beaverton.
Oh yeah, I used to live there.
Yeah. So and I say we meaning me and my daughter and her friend, there was this big, like a food truck showdown, right, at this parking lot where they usually have a Saturday morning or Saturday morning afternoon farmers market that we usually.
What do they call it? A food truck a competition. But when you call it a food truck showdown, it makes it sound like more violent.
Well, I was a little curious because I thought, now wait a minute. If there's a bunch of food trucks there and we're supposed to vote for which is the best one, surely they don't expect us to try every single food truck in there. But so we get there. There's one food truck, Gary. Nobody showed up.
Oh boy.
One food truck.
So the showdown adjective was overstated.
Quite a bit.
Well, maybe they shot their competition in the parking lot, and
Possibly. I mean, it was embarrassing because there was like 2 tents where these ladies were selling secondhand clothing, and there was one food truck, and I was like, "What in the world? This has got to be the biggest disaster I've ever seen in terms of like a putting on a show or something, right?"
Maybe we should use that title on a future Graybeard'S. Call it like a artist showdown. See if we get bigger numbers.
Hey, there you go.
And then just have one artist
show up.
Yeah.
Gunfight.
Well, so I was very ticked off, and I was like, we're not going anywhere until we hit some food trucks. And there's a ton of food trucks in this area in Beaverton, Portland. They're all over the place. So I told my daughter's friend, I said, find the closest to us food truck park. And so we follow these directions. It's in Beaverton, just off Canyon Road. We turn to this place, and there's like 25 food trucks in there.
Really?
And I'm like, well, now we know why they're not at the showdown because they're here.
Mm-hmm.
And it was this massive food truck park. And so now it's become my new favorite place to go eat lunch.
Have you ever had any digestive issues after eating, wares from a food truck? I see them all over the place, and they're springing up in the Vancouver area. But I'm always leery.
Only in LA did I, at some of the Mexican food trucks, it get a little interesting.
Is that just me? Anybody in the chat kind of like you're tempted to eat food from a food truck, but you just can't pull the trigger?
Makes sense.
I've never had any trouble in Portland with that, and I frequent them. I mean,
did they get the same, I don't know what you would call it,
reputation?
No, they have to go through. They have
safeguards as legitimate restaurants with.
Well, they have to have some sort of.
I'm sure they do.
Regulation.
Regulation.
Jack says less regulation.
Well, I mean, you're shoving a kitchen inside a truck, so you probably have less regulation, but I'm sure there's certain standards. I know they have to do some things, but I don't
I'm
know.
sure they have health standards in those places. Of course they do. I think they do.
Rand Arrington says food trucks in Northern Virginia are amazing.
See, there you
Well,
go.
that's a Virginia, man.
Well, what does that got to do with anything? Why do you think Virginia is better than Portland in terms of?
Well,
I mean,
it's Virginia. Everything is better in Virginia.
Well,
is it really?
Maybe politically wise, but not necessarily food truck wise. This is a very.
So you're defending Portland food trucks against Virginian food trucks. Is that what you're doing there, Aaron?
No, I'm not. What I'm saying is that I don't think that there's a difference. I would think that Portland has become a very foodie town.
Well,
a very fruity town.
Eat anything though. That's what I learned. They will literally eat anything. But there are, per capita, Portland is a very high restaurant eatery.
And just like if you go to Salem, Massachusetts, there's more ice cream parlors there than per capita than any place in the United States.
Okay, Arta Roy calls food trucks roach coaches.
See, Art of Roy, it doesn't matter. You could say the sky is blue, and Art of Roy would tell you why it isn't.
Okay, well, Rand Arrington disagrees. He says they're very clean. Well, okay, I'm taking an impromptu poll here. Rand says there's more lawyers here, Virginia, so everyone is always on their best behavior.
Okay, well, I could see that.
Anyone else want to pipe in on the digestive cautionary tales of eating at a food truck? Okay, well, Henry Jeremek is getting back to why we're here. Dan Lawless, good idea adding the roots to the bottom of the Cyclops Club. I like it. Helps your drawing scale. Very nice.
Oh.
I had not noticed that. That is a good idea.
Has anybody said anything about my drawing positively? I mean,
Not yet. Creative Face says she doesn't trust food trucks. See, I'm with you there. I just don't. I have no. See, that's why I'm bringing it up. I have no evidence, no experience to back up my hesitancy.
So you have never had food from a food truck?
No.
Maybe it's just because they're mobile.
I
could just like.
To, though.
Maybe it's because the ability to just hit the gas, and get out of town. Like,
yeah.
It's like they serve the food and then they just gun it.
Yeah,
Repairman Jack says
before they finish eating it, let's go.
Yeah. Repairman Jack says I used to love taco trucks, but I don't trust them anymore. Why? Did you have a bad experience, or know someone that did, or?
Share your personal stories here on Graybeard'S Studio.
Okay, now I will say this, Gary, sort of, in alignment with you. The food trucks don't bother me because I am under the assumption that they're under some sort of health guidelines. Now,
well, but I'm just wondering if it's the same stringency as restaurants.
There is somebody set up along the side of the road out here, not in my neighborhood, but out on the main thoroughfare, with just a tent up, and they're selling food, and people are eating it. Now that.
Well, I told you last time that there was a guy selling Mexican food on the side of the road.
Right. That I'm not down with.
No.
We might have an issue there.
Okay. Dark Shadow says, I hate to say it, but Aaron Cyclops looks like how I would imagine from Homer's Odyssey.
Thank you.
So far, the best.
Thank you.
What? Get out of here.
There you go, Aaron.
Show's over.
See, I regret reading that.
You lousy son of a. All right.
She snuck that one in there that I was thinking that it was going to go a different direction.
Yeah, well, obviously he can't see what's going on here because
I think his vision is right on. He knows exactly.
I think he's got double vision or something. I don't know.
Oh no, I think
He's seeing my drawing and he's seen it double. He thinks it's yours. See?
Is that what you think?
Yeah, it's a double vision thing.
Okay, so now you're accusing our audience of being alcoholics, and
No. Just
that's the implication.
I didn't
That's
say
absolutely the implication.
You can have double vision and
Do not support Dan. He thinks you're all a bunch of alcoholic losers. That's basically what he's saying.
Okay, hold on, Aaron.
I'm pretty sure I didn't say that.
Hold on, Aaron. I have to read this.
Insinuation.
Craigman Jack says, kind of cold on those nipples there, though.
Doesn't like that. Well, you gotta, guys with like a saggy chest and fat gut.
That's true.
I would know.
He's kind of like trollish.
Yeah, I would know about those things. So.
Okay, Eric Boyd is asking, would I eat corn dogs sold from a food truck? Okay, speaking of food trucks, I have eaten food from like
this will be the test.
From like carnivals and places.
What's the difference? What's the difference between buying food at a carnival, for crying out loud, than it is
really?
from a food truck?
You're absolutely right. There is no difference.
Carnivals.
It's probably sketchier at a carnival than.
I would agree.
Okay, I have to rethink my food truck philosophy then.
Talk about getting out of town fast. That's the definition of it, is going to a carnival, and by the time you get home with food poisoning, they're already packed up and gone.
Yeah, the corn dog question is what made me realize that I'm being hypocritical.
Yeah, well, I'm glad. Geez, how many shows has it taken?
You finally admit you're a bloody hypocrite.
It took a while. This was the plan all
Mark
along.
This show down. What number is it, Aaron?
Lull you into a sense of complacency, then bring in
it's like
the closing argument.
I bring the
truth,
logic, we came to the conclusion that I have a double standard. So, okay.
I'm here to bring the truth to our chat. So
the next food I'm making an announcement here. The next food truck, I'm going to regret this.
Okay, here we go.
The next food truck that I see that appeals to me, I'm going to buy something and consume it. And
all
then
right,
I will give
mark
a
it
report.
down, you heard it here first.
Well, you got to
give a report on the outcome, so to speak.
All right.
Work through your phobias. We'll hold your hand.
That's right. This show is all about the science. We trust the science, and Gary's going to do a experiment.
We'll do an experiment for the good of the show.
Yeah, you're going to be.
I'm regretting this already.
No, they call it a guinea pig.
You're going to be pleasantly surprised, Gary.
Yeah, Night Owl says R.I.P. Gary.
No.
When the scientists do their lab rat, you're a lab rat,
Don't let these people scare you, Gary. It will open your eyes to new horizons.
What are they putting some kind of drugs in the thing?
W.S. Will says, we know how Gary dies.
Wow. I think they're trying to convince you not to do what you just.
No, I think it's about 50-50. I think that in the chat that some people like food trucks and some people are skeptical. I think it's about half and half.
Well, I mean, I guess.
Has anyone in the chat had a bad experience with a food truck? Not that you're wary of it, or know someone. Have you personally regretted, digestively speaking, eating from a food truck?
Well, you're talking to people that go to Taco Bell, okay? I mean, come on.
Anyone in the chat regretted eating, not just because they didn't like the food, but you know what I mean.
Yes. I have been to.
Repairman Jack says, Gary, I'm sorry, Gola Wolf says, Gary, you won't live forever. Go for it. That's true. Well, I'm not worried about dying. I'm just worried about wishing I was dead.
Yeah, well, look there's a really good Mexican food truck just down the street from me and around the corner that's excellent. Across the street from them is several food trucks, one of which they call a smash. There's a smash burger. There's a lot of those around. And that was excellent. The guy said he was originally from Chicago. I went to one further up on 99 as you're going towards Portland Community College. They had the best barbecue. Holy smokes. So I've had nothing but great experience.
Okay. Well, shoot. I'm going to be the one. But I'm going to do it.
Don't be so negative. Positive vibes.
I don't know if I will do it by next week, but I promise I will do it and then give a report.
I have zero reservations about going to food, at least around here. In LA, I might be a little more particular depending on where I was in LA, but even then I did try some pretty sketchy stuff when I was in LA, and I don't recall ever having an issue. So,
well, my constitution has never been hardy. It's always been a little finicky, and so I've always been, careful.
Well, see, Shelley's been like that as well. When I've told the story, I think, where we were when the World Trade Center was still there. There was this New York City. There was this kind of greasy spoon open air hamburger joint right across the street from the Empire State or the World Trade Center, and we went over there and had these grilled burgers with the onions and everything on them. I thought it was fantastic. We then got on the subway to head towards Marvel, to show my portfolio and the whole 9 yards. She starts puking up in the subway, like in these garbage cans in the subway. And so it was like, I'm sure everybody thought we were like, oh, there's the homeless couple,
Yeah.
And
oh, look, it's the daily, homeless entertainment.
Yeah, exactly. And so we finally get to Marvel. We get up to the offices. We're in the waiting room. And this is one of the times I actually did have an appointment, so I didn't have to sneak in. So I told the receptionist who I knew, I said, hey, I'm here to see so-and-so at 3:00, whatever. She said, okay. And then my wife goes, I got to get in there right now. I'm going to throw up again. So she was nice enough to buzz Shelley. And so Shelley goes running through the Marvel offices to the restroom so she can go throw up some more. Oh, it's good times.
Good memory for her.
Times. Well, you're not going to forget something like that. So that's pretty
And they all said, hey, there's a girl here.
Yeah.
What? A girl. I saw a girl.
Yeah,
there's women that work in comic book offices.
Well, there's a lot more now than there was.
Yeah. Repairman Jack says, Gary, you want to go to Tijuana and try some.
Okay, that
I
Do not do that.
I have eaten at a restaurant in Tijuana, and the food was excellent.
okay.
But I would not eat at a food truck.
Dude, that I would not do. I eat in San Diego before I cross the border.
How about India? Would you eat a food truck in India?
No,
I would not eat anything in India.
Now,
David, would you eat food in India?
Hell no.
Now,
Got there like friggin' toenail clippings in there and all that kind of stuff. Hell no.
now what about if you were in Hong Kong? I would.
Yeah, I would.
Well, most of those Asian countries like Singapore, they're really clean. They'll kill you if you litter,
Well, there's some cultures are super clean, and there's some cultures that aren't.
But of course, they do eat a lot of weird shit too, though.
That's true. I wouldn't eat anything weird.
Well, but that's kind of the experience.
I mean, I pick vegetables out of my lo mein. I'm not going to eat, monkey.
Crickets? No crickets or scorpions or anything like that?
No.
Oh, I would. If someone had scorpions, I would definitely try them. Hey, when we were in Paris, we had escargot. I ate snails out of the shell. They were pretty good.
Oh boy, no way.
I had to kind of get over the fact that I was eating snails as I was eating them, but once I did that, it was they were good. So there you go.
Okay, I'm ready for my beef whenever you are, Aaron.
Okay, it's about that time. Let's roll a little intro here.
He's got a lot of pent up anger here.
It sounds like it.
Because
Sounds like-
you're holding it for 2 weeks.
Yeah, he's Gary's
gotta be a lot of
definitely
stuff.
pissed off. So let's find out.
What's Gary's beef?
Gary, what is troubling you this week?
Hey, wait, Gary, before you go, did you have any moments in this past few weeks where you just had to blurt out it in public or something? And
Oh, absolutely.
because you held it in and you couldn't get it out?
Oh no, I'm vocal when it comes to and this beef
Okay.
is one of those.
Okay. Well, I just wondered, like because you come here and it's like you get it out and then you're okay, right? And then, but you had to
Yeah, I'm
wait
okay after I
couple-
get it out here. This is therapy.
Yeah,
but-
exactly.
Yeah, yelling reactions on the street doesn't do anything for me.
Okay, good. Well, we're happy to help here, actually.
Okay, so many of you know I do like long walks and I end up in downtown Vancouver, and there's this one shop that I've mentioned before. I still don't know what they sell, but the sign says non-alcoholic bottle shop. I still don't know what that is, but the window, it's like on a downtown busy street. So there's like these little shops back to back, next door to each other. And last time I reported about this shop, there was a sign in there said, "You are vibrant." Remember that?
Oh,
Dan?
yeah.
Same shop. But as I'm walking by, I only have a few seconds to read some of their signs. And so each time I go by, I read different signs. And I found two signs that I hadn't read before. One of them was right next to the "You are vibrant." You are a wildflower. Aaron, I don't want to be a wildflower. I'd rather be vibrant.
What if why can't you be both?
I don't want to be a wildflower.
Well, are they insinuating that you have to be?
I don't know. No, they're claiming I'm a wildflower. They don't know me.
Did you go in there and ask them what they meant?
No,
by
I
that?
am not going to set foot in that establishment.
I feel like there's a lot of hippieisms
Oh, absolutely. And
in your
the little sign right next to the wildflower claim was, "You are valid."
oh my word.
How much super chat money would it
I-
take for you to go and take a picture or a video of this place?
Okay, that's a good idea. I should take a picture of the window.
For super chat money. You can't be.
No, I should do it anyway. Because
paid soldier,
I need
man.
to take a picture because there's a bunch more signs that I have not read because that one shut me down. I am valid. What's this hippie bottle shop doing, claiming that they can validate me?
Okay. I see
Yeah,
that.
okay. And insult to injury, right next door is this pub. It actually has a clever name. The name of the pub is Poor Choices, P-O-U-R. P-O-U-R Choices.
I like that. That's good.
Yeah, clever name.
Yep.
Except it
Uh-oh.
had a big poster in the window of trans karaoke night.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, there's more. And there's a picture of this fat dude with a long beard and Joan Collins clown makeup. And that's right next to the shop, claiming that anybody that passes by is valid.
Okay, now we starting to see
Where that's coming from?
Yeah. How much would it take to get you to go in there and buy something?
A lot. Okay, that's it. We find out the mystery of the non-alcoholic.
We need you to
bottle
go in
shop.
there because you got to prove you went. It's like going to a haunted house. You got to prove. You got to bring something back.
Yeah, I will. How about this? I'll take a picture of next time. I'm going to go for a walk this evening, and I'll walk by it.
Okay.
I'll take a picture of it this evening of the window, and we'll see all the signs. And then next week we can do super chats. We'll figure out an amount that it would take for me to go in the shop.
Okay.
Okay, so this will be a
Check
reconnaissance mission that we're talking about right now.
Yeah, kind
And
of
then-
see the lay of the land.
And then
Well,
you can tell people, I'm just browsing.
Well, I'm not going to go in there more than once.
Okay.
So we'll
What?
do a little recon
I like it.
this evening, and I'll take a picture of the window so we can see all the signs. And then based on that information, you see if we want to do a super chat incentive for me to go in there and buy something.
Is there enough trans people in Vancouver to fill that place up on trans karaoke night?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, just as
my
I
God.
saw the "You Are Valid" claim, this being, I'm not sure what it was walking down the street yelling, and I couldn't understand what he was saying. Well, I said he, but at first glance from a distance, it looked like a girl. But as I got closer, it was obviously a dude. So I'm thinking, okay, so they're claiming that this creature is also valid. I mean, people were like going the long way around the street, crossing the street to avoid this person. And these are people that like live and work there, so they're used to it.
Well,
so, yeah, it was a happening, man. It was different.
Do you have anything that you could wear that you can be in disguise, sort of, because you're going to go in, you got to like.
Oh no, I'm going to go in with. No, I'm going to go in with my MAGA hat.
Oh man! Now you're there. Watch out.
That's going to take some super chat right there.
Yeah,
Then I could save some money that they would refuse to wait on me.
All right.
We don't serve your kind.
We kind of want to figure out what's going on with these people.
We don't serve your kind in here.
Yeah.
Wasn't that a line from Star Wars? And they tried
Star
to bring,
Wars.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Tried to bring the droids into the bar, and they go, "I don't
That's
serve
right.
their kind in here."
They're droids. Not the way outside.
Yeah, it's kind of like, why would a droid go in there to drink anyway? I mean,
no, he would just want to go serve his master. They don't let him in though.
Yeah, but they're still losing a sale.
They don't like AI.
Kirk Warren said, "Is trans karaoke just a Boy George song all night long?" No. Trans karaoke is whatever song is playing, you could do the opposite just because you feel that way.
Yeah.
there you go.
Okay.
See, I always wonder about that. People are like, "Oh, I've always felt like a girl," and like, well, what about when I felt like Spider-Man? Was I Spider-Man? Like, if you just feel something and you feel that way, it's like, when I was a kid, I jumped down the flight of stairs thinking I'm Spider-Man.
Yeah, I was Spider-Man at a show.
That's right. You had the costume and everything. He
Yeah.
was
So
cool.
why can't you be Spider-Man then?
Well, they realized that I really wasn't, and they said, "Get your black ass out that costume."
Doesn't matter as long as you identify as Spider-Man.
Oh boy.
You got to tell them you identify as Spider-Man. That's it. That's the end of it. That's end of discussion. No more science or anything. I am
Barry, what's
Spider-Man.
what is the takeaway then really from what's your gripe that someone has the right to say that?
How do they know who's valid and who isn't?
I see. What standards are they using to validate? I see.
Probably the MAGA hat. That's probably
making claims about strangers, like claiming I'm a wildflower and I'm valid. You would think if I claim to be a wildflower, that would cancel my claim that I was valid, right?
No,
Yeah,
that's fine. You can be both.
I get it.
Valid wildfire, flower.
That you don't see the inconsistency there.
There's no contradiction there.
You should go in with your MAGA hat, but say, "Hey, I voted. I want to be a Kamala supporter, but I just haven't made the transition yet."
Yeah.
Change my mind.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, change my mind.
You know, I don't have the finances to to change my situation. I was born wearing this red hat.
Yeah, I was born this way. What the heck? Totally validation there, right now.
Yeah, that's that shop is only a couple blocks away from the transgender fire department.
That one.
They come out on the top of the thing going woo 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 woo. It's not even a real siren.
They don't need a
It's
siren.
them going woo 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 woo.
It's probably just the YMCA song all the time, you know.
Took me a second, Dan. Sorry. All right.
You know, the village people could be that's part of their fire department now. Down in the village, they have the village people fire department.
Gollum Wolf said something about David's drawing is making me feel uncomfortable.
What?
Oh, we'll get to that shortly.
Well, he's got an eerie light, a spooky light behind his drawing there. Looks green. So that's just normal.
So, you know, I have never seen that I can think of, maybe somebody in the chat can, but more polarizing reviews of a single movie than Christopher Nolan's Odyssey movie.
That's true. There's been it's like it's become part of the culture to talk about it.
Well, and not only that, it's like some people think it's a masterpiece. Other people say it's the worst film they've ever seen. A lot of people say, oh, you know, it's pretty good except for this, that, and the other thing. And it's like, and other people like that has no redeeming value. I mean, it's really amazing.
Yeah. It's all over the place.
I've seen it too, like that. Yeah, somebody, you know, people that are, you know, conservatives that aren't like, you know, they're not. They might react badly to the woke stuff. Are saying it's great,
right?
And so I don't really know. I just have to see it for myself, I guess. You know,
I don't want to give any money
when it comes on a streaming service. You know.
Right. Well, my problem with the whole thing is, and I think, you know, people, of course, saying that, you know, that to say that, you know, you're mad because of Helen of Troy being black or something, and you're a racist and all this kind of crap. I'm not mad that she's black. If he wants to make a creative decision to go with something like that. But what I'm mad about is the fact that the only reason he did it, and we all know the only reason he did it, was so he could get nominated for an Academy Award.
Yeah.
And so that's not a genuine creative decision that he made.
Well, I had a problem with the entire cast. It wasn't just Black Helen.
Not just her. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There were, like Achilles is like this little punky kid.
And the
is that the girl?
Achilles wasn't in it. She took the place of Achilles.
Right. Yeah. That's what Achilles looked like, though. Achilles is supposed to be like a demigod.
The Page girl, is that what you're talking about? Is that who that is?
And I've heard some reviews.
Did you hear the question?
You know, that the thing is that it's like, you know, on one hand they're saying they're trying to be authentic, but then on the other hand they're trying to. It's like they're like caught between trying to do a completely modern take on the Odyssey. And if you do that, why don't you just do a modern take? And then that would justify all the seemingly woke decisions made.
Right.
That's what I was telling my son. And I was saying they should have made this like it's a futuristic space thing, but just taking all the exact same themes of the Odyssey and make it a space Odyssey.
But you put it in ancient times, but then you have them talk with modern vernacular, and you just have like mixed races all over the place when you know that you couldn't have Asian people along with black people along with white people living in this area because they could not have, it would have taken forever for them to migrate there. It's not like they took an airplane to get there, so they're completely entrenched in this civilization. And it's like totally not believable that they would have a society of mixed races, because it just wasn't like that. So if you want to do that, then modernize it so that it becomes more believable. But it's like when you're doing like trying to make it historical, but at the same time trying to make it modern, it's like these two, they're conflicting against each other, and it ruins the immersion that you should experience going to the film. And I think I haven't seen it, but that's a pretty valid criticism that I've heard.
Well, I mean, it goes along with that thinking of, what's real and what should be real, according to your opinion. Years ago, Portland commissioned a sculptor to do a bronze statue of immigrants coming to the West via the Oregon Trail.
Yeah.
And it was this beautiful statue of a family of pioneers. And it only lasted about a week. And the Oregon Mucky Muck said it wasn't ethnic enough because it was a family of white people. Well, who migrated across the country in a covered wagon?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that is just stupid.
So they took the statue down.
Gosh.
Well, if you have a statue that's supposed to be representing history, you let it play out as history was, as it was.
Plus, I mean, talk about a whopping waste of money.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to do
they decided after it had been placed in this park, they probably got complaints, and then it's like, hey, what's a statue of white people doing here?
The online warriors, that make up about 3% of the population, but speak for everybody. No, I mean, if you say our community represents diversity, then you make a modern statue that represents that. But if you're doing a historical,
right,
you can't play make believe with history. This is how it was, and so you represent it accurately.
Yeah, like I saw. I mean, I didn't see the film, but I saw the clips from it, and I did not like that French Cyclops. I want a Greek Cyclops. That's more historically accurate. That beret with the French, this is terrible.
That was just really lost me. So, no, these are the times we're living in now. So.
Yep. What was that? Elon Musk is threatening to fund his own version of the Odyssey.
Well, so they said they said Elon Musk give Mel Gibson $100 million so he can do the actual, Mel Gibson would probably do it in Greek using nothing but Greek.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. With subtitles. Yeah.
Yep.
He'd probably spread it out too. He wouldn't put it all in one movie.
Yeah,
well, it's a long story.
Yeah, it's the thing. He would probably incorporate the entire freaking thing in 2 or 3 movies. It'd be like Lord of the Rings,
as it should be.
Rant Market. I'm not familiar with your name, Rant. Good to meet you. He says, "Sorry, I'm late. I had a meeting. Is there any pizza left?" Oh, sorry, amigo. That pizza's long gone.
There was pizza?
It was food truck pizza too, and Gary would not eat any of it.
I wouldn't eat it.
He missed out. It's really good.
Speaking of not missing out,
yeah. Is that FOMO, fear of missing out?
There is an auction for this artwork later.
Oh, let me bring that up. Do you have it? Bring it up, Gary, so that I can.
Well, then I'd have to. I can just hold the artwork if you enlarge my screen.
We're going to do this in about. We're going to have to do it in about 5 minutes. So,
then I might as well bring it up.
Because we're going to have to get rolling here pretty quick. trying to finish my little drawing.
All right. Everyone got quiet because your 5 minute, the 5 minute mark. It's like you.
I know. Then it's like we got
brain cannot function. Gary, you got to fill dead air.
Hold on a second. I'm
Gary's out. Who's left?
finding the artwork, getting ready. Bear with me. There's a million things to click to pull something up. Share screen, click window, select, hit share.
Man, I could draw monsters like all day long because it's like it doesn't have to be perfect. In fact, it's you can make it gnarly and it's just fun. You're drawing, you're just drawing shapes. Like your imagination.
What I miss in the chat?
Just goes wild. I can put that. Well, put a sinew there. Put a muscle there. Who cares?
Yeah.
He's a freaking monster.
I agree.
That's true, yeah. Or you could be Jack Kirby and just make it up.
I am making it up. That's my point. It's like fun.
No, I mean all the time.
Yeah.
Like even his humans. Yeah.
Even his humans are made up.
Yeah. People are always like, "Oh, Jack Kirby, he could pencil a story in a couple of days." Like, yeah, if you don't pay attention to anatomy.
Ooh, not fired.
He did something more difficult. Is that he made it up and it looked real. I mean,
kick Dan
like
right now. Hold on, kick Dan, please.
But it's just
I'm saying that
it's easier.
No, there's no just nothing.
If you just make it up, it's easier.
Him right now.
Making it up is easier.
Well, let's just put it this
Infinity.
way. Kirby was a stylist. He had developed a language. That's why he was able to draw so quickly.
Yeah.
No,
I'm not saying it was bad.
I think both of you should be kicked because his early work, he didn't come up with that style, and he was drawing very traditional, and he was still producing like a magnet.
All right.
Really? Okay. Well, I didn't know
stand
about that.
corrected. Dan's wrong again. I'm okay.
Wait,
you are too.
I didn't say anything. Don't include me in this. I didn't say anything. I love.
Did you have to throw the again in there though?
Dan, the chat is asking for violence against you.
Oh boy, here we see.
Nuke Dan, kick Dan. Yep. Everybody. Do it.
No.
I would, but I'm in the last 5 minutes. I got to finish this drawing. No, I can't stop for nothing.
And there's nobody else who'll show up for the show. So
that's right.
Well, kick him for at least 3 minutes. I don't want to hear him.
A timeout. He's got to process me.
Yeah.
It's okay. You'll learn to forgive me for this, I'm sure. You got to dig deep into your Christian,
That's right.
It's not about me forgiving. You got to repent.
Okay. That's a little more difficult. I'm sure I can do it though. I don't want to not give up on something right away.
See, so that non-alcoholic bottle shop sign doesn't apply to you either, David. You are not valid.
What?
I'm sorry, Dan, not David.
No,
David is valid.
Okay, so basically this whole
I still could be
my D's mixed up.
But I still could be a wildflower, right?
Gollum Wolf says, "Oh, that's true." Gollum Wolf says Jesus died for that sin, Dan.
No, you got to show me in scripture where he forgives them for blaspheming Jack Kirby.
Blaspheming Kirby.
You going straight to hell, boy.
Well, wait a minute. So
you old white devil.
Well, what are you gonna do? I mean, I don't get any hope.
It's so bad. He's got to bring race into it.
Oh boy, white devil. Dan,
no hope. No, you're not giving me any hope. Christians supposed to give people hope.
Oh gosh,
you gotta give me a chance.
Dan, the white devil.
You're discounting miracles. There could be a miracle happening.
I told you how you got to turn from your wicked ways and repent, boy.
Yeah, maybe like the ghosts of Christmas past and stuff could get involved in this.
Oh, hey, speaking of that, Johnny Depp was at San Diego in one of those outside, they set up like features you can go out and like see outside, like Disneyland kind of stuff. And they had this house for Scrooge, which apparently he's doing a Christmas Carol remake.
Yeah.
What?
As Scrooge, and he was there as Scrooge in this little house. You would go through the tour, and he was there at the end dressed as Scrooge as part of the
It's kind of odd. Yeah.
And there was
that sounds like he's trying to earn money quickly.
Well,
no, he's a publicity guy. Remember when he went to the hospitals dressed as Jack Sparrow? He likes that stuff.
Well, he also did it at Disneyland. He was
that's
there.
Right. He was in the ride. He was actually on the when you went through floating on those boats.
Yeah, he was in there.
He was the real guy in there, and people couldn't believe it. It was a lot of fun. Actually, you can see it on YouTube.
Okay. All right. So he has the history of doing that.
Yeah, it's kind of fun. He's good. He's a good sport, and he I think of course people go bananas when they see the real person, But
well, he's kind of gone in a different direction in his later years. He used to be this wholesome looking,
Yeah, others are pretty weird, but
pretty boys usually don't age very well.
Well, especially if you have a hard lifestyle.
Yes, which most of these guys do. But so I have to say this. So Anna, the Star Wars girl, came by to visit me at the end.
I saw it. Yeah,
the end of the show on Sunday, and so she was sitting in my booth taking a load off because she is great with child. And this dude comes up and says, "Oh my gosh," was kind of excited that we were both there together, kind of thing, And he's like, "Well, I love your guys' shows. I watch all the time. I just really want to thank you guys for all the great stuff you're doing." And he turns to me and he goes, "But I really love your work." And so I turned over to Anna and just gave her this smirk, like going, "Yeah, really loves my stuff." So.
Yeah. Do you even know who I am? Don't you realize who's standing before you?
Well, maybe he was gay.
Well, I don't care what he was. He just he
likes your stuff,
Yeah, better than Anna.
Yeah,
he doesn't like Anna's stuff.
Yeah,
that's what he's trying to tell you.
Okay.
I would have said,
"Don't ruin my."
The only way you're going to redeem yourself, buddy, is if you buy something from me.
He didn't, though.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I got one more story to tell before I forget. So this guy comes up, and he's flipping through Kit Carter, right? And I'm giving him the sales pitch and everything. And he's looking. He was there for a while, looking through different books and stuff, and looking at the Kit Carter graphic novel. He gets to the end, right? And this is an old guy with a beard, kind of like a biker, but an older biker. And he goes, and spoiler alert, those of you who don't have the graphic novel yet, you should have it. But if you don't, plug your ears. But so the last line in the last panel of the book, she says, he agrees to go to lunch to stop to get pizza on the way back after this adventure they've just been on. But she says, but then we got to get back to the space station, because she had been using this phrase throughout the story, "got to pay the rent," because I got to pay the rent. And Murph says, "Is that a euphemism? That's a euphemism, isn't it?" And she goes, "Yes." And he goes, "What's a euphemism?" And that's how the story ends, right? And so this guy goes, he's looking at the last page, which I would never do if I was thinking about buying a book or a graphic novel. You're not going to turn to the end, but he did. And he goes, "What's a euphemism?" And I explained I go, "Well, it's when you use a phrase or, a word to it means something else. You're using it, but it actually, in a way, but it actually means something else." And he's like, "Oh," and he goes, "So what's the euphemism she's talking about?" And I went, "We sort of have to
buy the book, read the story."
That's what I said. You got to read the story. I said, I don't want to ruin the story. You got to read the story and it makes sense. And he just kept at me about it. And I said, and I explained it to him. And he goes, "Oh, okay, I understand. And he looked at it some more, put the book down, and left.
Put the book down and walked away.
And I had never worked harder for a non-sale in my life. It's incredible.
Oh. Yeah, of course.
He's not a fan of euphemism.
Well, I'm guessing if he didn't know what a euphemism is, he wouldn't have bought the book anyway.
Yeah, he probably would not have got the book at all.
Right.
But
what the hell is a you?
he said, what's a you? Just like, I thought he was messing with me at first. I thought he was just quoting the last line in the book, which is what's a euphemism.
Yeah.
He actually didn't know, and I explained it to him, and but that wasn't enough. That was the amazing thing. It wasn't enough. He needed more information.
Well, maybe he just didn't like that euphemism you were using.
Well, you can't get the euphemism at the end unless you read the entire book.
But why would you flip to the last page?
I don't know. That's the problem here.
That's the giveaway. They're not going to buy if they're flipping to the last
I
page.
guess.
Right, exactly.
Oh, and one other thing. You guys know who Thomas Jane is, right?
Hold on a second, Aaron. Let me take a drink.
Here we go.
Who?
The actor Thomas Jane stopped by my booth.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
Holy
Yeah.
smoke!
No, I'm not going to spray my floor again.
Okay. So he's looking at the books, and I'm looking at him, and it's been a while since I've seen him, so I wasn't 100% sure it was him, but I thought it was. And he's looking through my books, like every single book he looked through and flipped through it and stuff. And he turns to me and he goes, "Yeah, nice artwork." Throws the book down and walks off.
Walked off.
Well, I'm not seeing his movies
But
anymore.
I could not remember his name, right? So I didn't say anything, but I wanted to say it because I knew who it was, but I couldn't think of his name. So Andy Smith was sitting there, and I go, "Andy, that dude, isn't that the Punisher?" And he goes, "What do you mean, Thomas Jane?" I go, "Yeah, that's it." But he was already walking away, and we saw a good shot of him, and I go, "Yeah, that's definitely him." And he was barefoot. He was walking barefoot through the convention hall.
Yeah, he's kind of an odd dude.
Yeah, well, he had come up to me in Seattle at Emerald City years before and was giving me crap at my table, and I was giving him crap back, and I of course knew who he was. And he goes, he said to me, "Do you know who I am?" And I said, "Oh yeah." I said, "You're the Punisher." And then we both laughed and blah blah blah, and he walked off. But it was really bizarre because I thought he was just a customer at first, and he was looking through everything. Like, this dude's going to buy some books. And then he just goes, "Nice looking art," and throws it down. Walks off.
Yeah,
He wanted you to recognize him. That's what he got insulted.
I had a run-in with him, and I don't like him very much. It was at I think it was a Big Wow show. Yeah, it was a Big Wow show.
Mm-hmm.
And me and Dan Brereton were talking because we haven't seen each other in a while.
Yeah.
And we're in a conversation in the hotel. And Thomas Jane came over and didn't say, "Hey, how's it going, guys?" or "Excuse me," or blah, 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 or anything. He just started immediately talking to Dan and stood in front of me, like his shoulder, like his back was towards me, walked in the middle.
Really?
"Oh, excuse me," or nothing. I was like, "Hey, do you realize we're having a conversation here?"
Yeah.
And he like, "Oh, I just wanted to say what I wanted to say," and walked. I was just like, "Yo, Dan, is that a friend of yours or something like that?" I knew who he was, but I was so tempted to sock him in the back of his head.
Yeah, he's an interesting dude. He's a little bit off, but so yeah, that was my celebrity experience. All right, folks, we're calling it good because I'm done, and that's all that matters.
Okay.
Then we're going to actually let's do. I'll tell you what. I'll give you a little more time. Let's do Gary's auction. You guys ready? In the chat, here are the rules. Gary is going to auction off this gorgeous piece of a Frank Cho recreation of Wonder Woman, 11 by 17. Correct, Gary?
Yes.
And so what we're going to do is you're going to bid a number. We'd like to. Do you have a minimum starting point here, Gary?
Yeah, let's start at 100.
Okay, $100, which would be a steal for this. But if you're interested in buying this, you type in $100 confirmed, or $150 confirmed, or $300 confirmed.
We already got 100 confirmed.
There it is, stealth. So we are off and running. So we're not going to run this more than a few minutes. So get in and bid on this. $100. He's giving it away, folks.
And let's
Yeah,
do
beautiful
at
photography.
least a $10 increments.
Yes.
So no 101 cent,
125.
shenanigans. Maromi at 125.
Romani jumping in there at 1 1/4.
By the way,
150.
shipping on this should be $20 because it is 11 by 17.
150.
Rand Darrington for 150.
150 Rand. Thank you. Okay, let me zoom in on this Cho goodness.
What Cho goodness.
Whoops. I meant to zoom in on
175.
the face.
Stealth. He's not playing around. He said 175.
Thank you, Stealth. Appreciate it. So this is all brush except like the spear. I used straight edge for that. But everything
200.
else
Cheater.
is brush.
Rand
100.
says, give me that for 200.
Thank you, Rand. I appreciate it. What else could I say about this?
It's got Cho's patented thigh thickness.
Yeah, pretty thick thighs. That is a patented thing. When I was looking at his work, trying to choose what to recreate. That was kind of consistent theme for him. Is
He's got them thick legs and big booties.
Yeah, not missing squat days in the gym.
Now Henry Jeremick says, "What Cho talking about?" Get it? What Cho?
Yes, very clever.
There you go. Mustang Trainer says she's thick.
She's a brick house.
Indeed. All right, so we're at 200 right now. Anybody want to come in and that's a steal at 200, folks.
Yeah. Let's give it about another minute, then we'll do the countdown.
Okay.
Frank calls them, according to Major Glitch,
Wheat cakes.
Something that he does that I like. He's always done the heavy contour lines and thinner interior lines. A lot of artists don't do that anymore. I think it adds a lot to it.
Art of Roy says all of his faces are Linda Carter faces. I would disagree. All of his women faces are his ex-girlfriend from college.
All right. Do you want me to start a countdown, Gary?
Might as well.
Okay. We're at $200 right now. I'm going to type in. Remember, you guys, there's a, I don't know, like 30-second delay or something. So don't try and steal it late.
Yeah, wait till the very last
Many
second.
Many have made that mistake and failed.
That's right. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6,
6.5.
5. 5. Art of Roy says Cho says it in almost every stream that the faces are Linda Carter.
I know he says that, but
4.
Do we have time for David to regale us with a Frank Cho story?
Well, we're getting close. We're 20 minutes before I have another show, so I don't want to push it too far here. But
maybe for another day.
Okay.
I think I've heard those the several of these stories. They're pretty good though.
2. Okay. 1. 0. Going once.
Zero.
Twice. Going 3 times. Typing in. Sold. There it is. Rand Darrington.
Thank you, Rand. Thank you, everyone, for bidding on it. I appreciate Maromi and Stealth for bidding on it.
Rand, truck, here we come.
200 plus 20 for shipping. Please, I probably have your shipping address. but please include it anyway. Creative Faye, oh, you just missed out.
Moromi says he's out bidding on a Wrightson right now.
Rand, do you need my PayPal info?
Type it in anyway, Gary. Okay. Well, let's go around the horn and take a look at what we've created today. Here is my grumpy old Cyclops looking dude.
Oh my gosh, we kind of drew the same picture. It's kind of, you'll see it in a second when I.
So there you go.
Because I kind of did the same. The guy below.
He's not in the best shape because not sure what he's eating.
Right.
He lives in a cave.
He lives in a cave. You know, his thighs are pretty well thick, but that gut, you know, is like probably eating too many deer or whatever. Sheep. Oh, that's right. I didn't draw any sheep because I didn't have time, but I thought about it.
The Kirk Douglas Ulysses film was my favorite depiction of that scene where they go in his cave and they're making cheese and wine and stuff.
So anyway, in a sense, I find this quite excellent. And I think I've succeeded in my intention. I do
too.
So thank you very much.
I like it. I mean,
not as excellent as mine.
Well,
he's going to be, he's going to be rough looking from considering his, homeless.
So there you go. Now let's see.
No, it is excellent. It's really good, by the way.
David Williams brings us.
I was going to do Poseidon. I really didn't feel like drawing today.
Well, what you drew, I liked.
Oh, but wait a minute. There's more.
But then I started on another one. And so I did Ellen a boy. And they're trying to figure out what the hell is that. And he says, is it a penis? Or a mussy or a mangina?
Wow. Penis sounds right.
Oh, wow.
The guy's about to vomit.
There we go.
Oh my God.
Oh,
you had to show that right before mine.
We've been gone 2 weeks, and this is where we go.
That's what you get. Little,
This is what you get when David doesn't feel like drawing.
Yeah.
Yes. I did
Rand,
actually really. I like the Poseidon though, man. That was
Rand, I got the payment. And thanks for the tip. Really appreciate it.
Eric and Boyd says
I will tip it out tomorrow.
Said that one guy's been eating from a food truck. He says.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot. I have a food truck assignment.
Randy,
and I'm taking a photo of the bottle shop this evening.
There you go. David perfectly captures today's world, says Randy Howell.
Yeah,
that's what great artists do.
A lot of laughter in the chat, David. You never cease to entertain the masses. All right, excellent work. Here we go. Dan Lawless, can you live up to it?
Okay.
Oh wow.
Oh my gosh, we did almost draw the same thing.
I know, isn't that funny?
Your guy's more jacked than mine. Like your guy's in shape.
That guy goes to Gold's Gym or something.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah. So yeah, I'm.
Have any of you seen like the ancient Greek illustrations of Cyclops? And some of them have 6 fingers.
Now,
I always thought that was interesting.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
That the Nephilim.
Right.
They're supposed to be the little more's better. They thought. They can really grab a fork.
Night Elf DK says Dan loses because of the Kirby comment.
Oh, fuck. Oh well,
that's Dad. Dad, afraid that's going to stick with you.
I stepped in it big time. What can I say? It's a breaks. Disqualification or something. I don't know.
Apex Comics says, awesome. Great muscle work, Dan. See, Dan went with the Hulk and I went with the Slob, and I think Dan is edging me out because he went with the Hulk.
Yeah, muscles win.
Hey, I went with the Mangina.
Yeah, we didn't see that coming.
Art Roy says,
Hold on a second. Quote David Williams, I win with the mangina.
I said,
Wow.
Art of Roy says, forgot his dong, Danny.
Well, that's that wood thing coming out. You can see it's.
Okay.
Oh, that's not his thumb.
That's not. It's
Now-
no. I'm talking about the thing.
Now,
shut up.
Major Glitch, who lives across the pond in Europe, would know. He says, going to give it to Aaron as it looks like D&D box art. So there you go. Mickey just now showing up. Way to go, Mickey. Thank you so much. Says, I'm here. What are you drawing today? Oh, brother.
All right. Well, that's a little better late than ever, I guess.
Now people are questioning now. Wait, what did Dan say about Kirby?
I thought he was one of the greatest artists ever, a genius.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah, Nikki, you missed another auction.
Creative Face says Aaron wins. The cape alone is awesome. See, I love it when people in the chat have excellent taste. And they're not afraid to express it. They're not afraid to
when they
express
don't.
it.
Where's the loyalty? There's no love. No
They
loyalty.
just, they express the truth. And we're all about the truth on this show. Marcus Killigu criticizing you for no feet, but great hands. So,
Well, it's coming in. I mean, well, no, there's not. I'm gonna put some rocks there.
Hey, if Jim Lee can do it.
yeah.
You mean
Exactly.
if Rob Liefeld and Mike Mignola could crop feet, so could he.
Frazetta
Right.
did it a lot.
Yep.
I do.
He's
This looks like, I will say
Rocky.
this. Dan's Hulk or Dan's Cyclops looks like something the Hulk would be tangling with.
Yeah.
That's true.
Mine's more in the vein of,
Look at
You
dad
know-
bod.
yeah, this is a grumpy old Cyclops, been around a while, So
Yeah, mine's more
Anyway.
like a hip Gold's, or what do you call it? The what's that beach that they have, the muscle beach?
Gold
Their name for-
Gem. Or,
There's something
Venice-
on Muscle
Venice
Beach,
Beach.
Venice Beach
Venice
kind of
Yeah,
Cyclops.
Venice Beach, where they have the weights outside.
Where
Yeah.
has Sleeping Psychopathy been the whole show? She's now showing up right
Sleeping.
now. I guess.
I think she was here earlier.
What is psychopathy, anyways?
Gollum Wolf says, I could see Aaron's being animated by Harryhausen. See, it's that vintage classic look that I've gone for, Gary. And I think that, Sleeping Psychopathy says she was fighting with AI, hopefully for a new
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Graybeard's intro that she keeps making every week
Yeah.
for us that are just incredibly.
You're not satisfied.
But we can't.
with what she's
Here's a
done.
tip,
You wanna
though.
do what-
For sleeping, here's a tip: don't put any copyrighted music in there, otherwise, because I really love the military one, but you had a music we couldn't use.
I
on the
could
show.
I could show it, but without music. I could just show it silently.
Yeah, but
Yeah, aren't you
music does
becoming
make it
famous?
too.
It's like isn't she getting asked by everyone that does shows?
She's
For them.
bringing the heat, man. But she's loyal to this show, Gary. You should know.
Yeah.
that.
Okay,
We're her
well, no, I
favorite.
appreciate that. But
We're her
yeah.
favorite.
I was less of a fan of the peacock.
I thought that was hilarious. More peacock. All right, guys, we got to roll because I have to go over
Yep.
and talk about Captain America with the landing party. So, thank you guys for joining us to our big return to the little screen here after a 2-week hiatus. Thank you guys very much. We appreciate the support. Gosh, I hope I got all of these super chats. I read that. Oh, Major Glitch says 10 joules, happy poop. I don't know what that means, but thank you. And Jeremy Birch sent us 99 cents just for being us. And I
Okay.
think that's all. Yeah, I got all of them. Okay. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you next week right here on Graybeard's Studio. Good night.
Bye.